We are live.
Yay!
Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday evening. It's hump day.
So
Go
that
out
means go and hump things. I can't say yet. I have to wait for a minute to go by.
Yeah. You gotta get the 60-second mark.
I was gonna go make love to something. Maybe your couch.
Make tender, soft, sweet love to something. It's Wednesday, which means it's a news show, which means we got a lot of news to talk about. And then at the end of the episode, we will be reviewing Army of the Dead. Spoiler free. And then maybe when we get together next week, we'll film an actual spoiler review for it and put that out.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. It's in my top 5 zombie movies of all time.
Oh, of zombie movies of all time. I thought you were gonna say Zack Snyder. This would be
No,
a good,
not. I know. I like it. I was sitting. I was like, I know what someone's gonna say because one of the movies didn't make it, and it's an all-time classic, and they're gonna be like, do you know that was filmed in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for Cracker Jack money, and you're not gonna put it in your top 5? I guess you guys know what I'm talking about. And it was black and white. It was ahead of its time.
Hey, we should do a top 10 zombie movies video too, or something soon.
Yeah, dude.
That'd
That'd be fun. I only got. Well, I probably could only name like 8, like that I've ever like actually seen.
I mean, not when you include like the 28 Days Laters and shit like that. Right?
Yeah, but that was always hard for me to even include 28 Days Later because they said the rage or the rage virus, like they all got fucking pre-workout and got mad.
Oh fuck
and
that!
started
They're
beating
zombies.
the shit out of people. But the second one, 28 weeks later, was more an actual zombie movie, and it had a sexy Jeremy Renner pre-Hawkeye.
Yeah. I forgot Jeremy Renner was even in that thing. Gypsy Warrior, first super chat of the night. Thanks, buddy. Was the gist? He says, new Batman cartoon announced. I hope it's good. I know, and we're going to talk about it tonight. There's a bunch of fucking
Thanks
DC
for spoiling
news out
it.
there. Yeah, what'd you ruin it? You ruined the win. It's a good surprise on you.
Here, and the good surprise on you. Hooters.
Did you see the video of Adam Sandler playing basketball, by the way, that's been going viral?
No, the only thing I've seen about Adam Sandler is that that guy spends more time in the sand than David Hasselhoff. No, is that IHOP thing where he was turned away because she didn't know who he was, and I was like, I don't give a shit. Like, that's cool. It's a feel-good story of the year. That's all I've seen about Adam Sandler.
That's how I felt about the video that came out about him playing basketball too. Everybody's like, Adam Sandler just out here hooping, and it was like a 10-second clip, and all he did was like. He played defense for a second and then threw the ball back. And the kids you're playing with fucking sucked. The guy he passed the ball to fucking threw it up and hit the side. Didn't airball it, but hit the side of the backboard. It didn't even touch the rim. I was like, and he shot the ball like my mom. He shot the ball like this. Adam Sandler didn't, but apparently Adam Sandler's pretty good at basketball.
That kid had never touched a basketball in his life. he goes like, hey man, paparazzi, you're here. I got to look good real quick.
Yeah. Well, Sandler's apparently really good, but he what he was dressed in, dude. Like he has to go out of his way to dress that way. Like I get it's cool that he walks around in basketball shorts. I go grocery shopping in swimming trunks. Like I like that about him. But he's wearing like a triple extra large polo and basketball shorts and like t-shirt and like shoes. He looked like somebody I can't say, but he looked like somebody that
he's hooping them days in the early 90s. He's still got that going on. He probably listens to the Snow Informer when he rolls up to play basketball.
That shit was what he was wearing was so bad they didn't even wear that. They wouldn't have had it in the 90s.
Dude, if I were him, what I would do, I would roll up to the gym and play basketball. I would wear that REO Speedwagon shirt he had in Billy Madison and say, "Stroke man, stroke man." That's the people know I'm coming. I'm coming.
And hell's coming with me. Anthony Stamps, thanks, buddy. Says, just finished Resident Evil Village the other day. I really liked the game. House Benevento was seriously the scariest level in the game. We still haven't played it yet, but I hear people have been loving the shit out of it all day long.
Which part was it?
House Benevento. Benevento.
Is that where the big boobied vampire lady lives? Because that was I don't know. I watched the video of it and I was just like, when them titties coming back on.
That's not scary. That's horny.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was again. I didn't play the game. I just watched the video. I watched all the cutscenes put together and watched the movie basically.
Yeah. Was the movie scary at all? By the way,
no, it was good. I mean, it's probably a lot scarier if you play it, but it was good. It was a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's that then. Someone said, Patricia said, are the guys late? You guys could see us, right? Everybody could see us, right? I hope not. It's like, we're right here. I'm right here. I can't pull over anymore.
Cody Brown says, creepy giant fetus. Yes, that was weird. There is a creepy giant fetus that rolls around. It's like that. Oh my God. It looks like your ex-wife asking for alimony. It was fucking nasty.
That's gross, dude. Yeah, she is hot though. I don't know what it is about that 11-foot tall
It's
vampire
dominatrix,
lady.
man. Everybody likes that BDSM. They like
wonder-
it. Like there's a secret part of your hearts and farts that just wants to be dominated.
Just wanted her to pick me up and hold me deep into the night. So we'll just jump right into the news here. While you guys are hanging out, enjoy your evening. I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. This shit has nuts in it. The first. The first thing I wanted to talk about tonight, dude, that this is funny. We might be breaking some news here, by the way, in case nobody knows. We might be breaking news on We Watched the Movie tonight. No big deal. We're just fancy like that. Let me move this over here so I can see it the right way. It's actually not that big of news, but it is funny because I feel like this hasn't broken into all the news stories I've been reading about it. So Arnold Schwarzenegger has a show coming out on Netflix. That part's not new. Actually, everybody's running with this story. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a spy series that's coming on Netflix. And it's kind of like True Lies. It's not True Lies, but it's sort of like True Lies. And they've been talking about that show for like 2 years now. And they're all talking about it like it's new or whatever, and that's fine and cool. But it's like, I guess it was announced officially that it's going to come to Netflix. But nobody seems to, at least in my travels on the internet speedwagon, that nobody knows the name of the show. But I am subscribed to Arnold Schwarzenegger's monthly newsletter because I'm a nerd and I like his motivational tips.
I thought, I swear, I almost say like I'm a loser. His monthly loser letter.
Pretty much. For a little girly man who wants to get pumped. And here's what it says. I'm not sure how Arnold would feel about me sharing this. Hopefully he doesn't get upset. Hang on. I got to fix the screen here. But no, the newsletter, by the way, if you're not subscribed to it, go to arnoldschwarzenegger.com or wherever you get it and get subscribed to it because this shit is awesome. He's hilarious and I love him. And, I've always loved him. But here's where it is. It says, it's been a busy month for me between reading your emails, getting my workouts in, of course, having meetings about Triplets, the sequel to Twins, by the way. I didn't know that was that close to formation. Did you?
What is it?
Triplets, the sequel to Twins.
Oh, God, no. That would have been all right.
I'm actually, because it works actually because he could still be just as comedic as he was then. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't mind a sequel to Twins now. Like with him and old DeVito, that'd be all right. I like that shit.
Yeah, I'd be totally into that shit, man.
I like really anything Arnie comes out with though.
Yeah,
if he's gonna be in a new movie, I was like, I'm gonna watch it. I don't care if it sucks balls.
We even reviewed that Killing Gunther that he was in. He was actually fucking hilarious in that movie, by the way.
He's good, man.
Anyways, he goes on to talk about it. He says, between getting my workouts in, having meetings about Triplets, the sequel to Twins, FUBAR, my television spy series with Netflix, by the way, FUBAR, in case you don't know, stands for fucked up beyond all repair or recognition. Hey, man, we learned that back in the Tango and Cash days. That's where I learned what that phrase meant. And other movie and TV projects, doing interviews to promote Superhero Kindergarten, my animated series for kids, and recording conversations about getting rid of pollution while I prepare for my Austrian World Summit in July. Lots been going on. He's a busy man. But in case you didn't know, the name of the show is going to be called FUBAR, which is fucking awesome. That's an awesome name for a show.
It's a good title. It also sounds like a biker bar in the middle of New York. Hey, let's go to FUBAR and get fucked up. Here's a heroin needle. What?
You don't go to FUBAR unless you're strapped.
I'm interested to see what he does with it. I mean, Arnie's an entertaining guy, and he's also refined his acting abilities, which he's one of the last few of the Mohegans as far as like action stars that stuck around, like from the 80s, those big action stars that have actually a career now besides, like obviously Sly and stuff. But yeah, dude, I can't wait. It's going to be fun. I just don't know. I mean, is it what, I guess a spy show? Like, what are we spying on? Like, I don't know what we're doing.
Hopefully it really is just like True Lies, like an international spy. I don't know.
Maybe he's definitely got to he's got to throw comedy in it at this point because he'd be like an old aged ass spy. He's like, I meant to get out of the business a long time ago.
I'm sure that it's gonna be great, dude. Because dude, I don't know why Arnold's not more stuff. Like we've always said, like Arnold, we get super excited every single time he comes out with any property whatsoever. I don't know why he's not still in a bunch of shit. Like he's clearly in great shape. He's clearly taking good care of himself. He's clearly just as fucking charismatic as he's always been. Put Arnold in everything. Why has he never been in a superhero movie yet?
Because he's too damn big. He won't fit in the tights.
He's fucking real life superhero. God damn it! I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, and that's the truth. Something else that was really cool that came out today was the trailers for Fear Street. We're not gonna actually do a reaction to the trailer because it's kind of all over the place. But check this out. This is my favorite part about the whole thing. R.L. Stine's Fear Street becomes R-rated. Netflix movies with the first teaser. They're gonna do 3 movies on Netflix based on R.L. Stine's Fear Street, and that shit's gonna be R-rated. It's like everything we always dreamed for fucking Goosebumps, dude.
Yeah, it's when I was a kid, I was picking up those Fear Streets. I was like, boy, oh boy, I hope a streaming service one day comes along and makes it fucking rated R, because this shit's scarier than Goosebumps. But yeah, dude, it looked good, though. It looked good. I will say one thing about it, though. At the very beginning, it reminded me of a Light Bright commercial. And then it kind of pulls out, and the first thing I thought was like, that Fear Street shit. Like, it used to, like, wasn't there a basketball clothing line called Fear or some shit like that? Or a t-shirt. So. It was called Fear. I don't know. That thing, it looked like spray painted across Fear Street. It looked like I was like, that'd be a cool ass t-shirt design.
I'm actually legit super excited for it, because it's just, I feel like they should do that with a lot of old properties from when we were growing up. You know what I mean? Like the Goosebumps, the shit like that. I feel like now that we're grown up, the audience, for the people who read those books, want something more. And I felt like the Goosebumps movies were fine. Yeah, Jack Black in it. I took my kids to see it. I had a good time. But they weren't for me. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't ever rewatch them or anything like that, or get any real entertainment value out of them except for a chuckle here and there. But the fact they're doing it, by the way, Christopher Nelson is on this SFX design team, which is fucking dope as shit. And in the trailer, they show some good slasher goodness. If you guys haven't got a chance to watch the trailer for those, they got an old potato sack dude running around there. Looks like some slasher. One of them's based in the 90s. One of them's based in the 70s. They got the skull suit thing on. I'm fucking jacked to the tits for Fear Street, man. It comes on July 2nd. And then 1 week in summation, 1 week afterwards, in concession, I can't see my own shoes. Yeah. 1 week in a row, starting July 2nd. They've got 3 different Fear Street movies coming to Netflix. And the trailer looks good, so watch it.
Yeah, dude, I'm excited about it. I really had low expectations when I watched the trailer, because I thought it was going to be another cutesy pootsy Goosebumps thing. I'm like,
right.
Oh. And then I was like, yeah, I feel what you've done here. I like it. Okay, where do I sign? And it's good. I like it. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
And it's weird because I barely remember Fear. I mean, I remember Fear Street, but I always read Goosebumps, and I would read Fear Street now and again. But it was like, it was kind of, and I know it was like even the books were supposed to be like more mature, like a more mature audience. Not like, it was more like the rated PG-13 of the Goosebumps series, and then the Goosebumps was more like PG.
Yeah, I never read Fear Street, to be honest with you. I'm just excited for that Goosebumps-ish quality to take, because it's never done that before. It's always been, like, even the show's good. Like, I like watching the show with Ellie, and she loves it. But like, they've never taken the jump into any kind of adult territory whatsoever. So it's actually really exciting. But no, I didn't even read the Goosebumps books, dude. I collected them because I like the covers.
Yeah, I had read them. I had a shit ton of them. I even had those. I think they even came out with like a Choose Your Own Adventure Goosebumps. I was like, this shit's off the hooks. And then I was like, it's boring. I got the Star Wars Choose Your Own Adventure. But you know, Fear Street is also one of those things that you could say when the condom breaks when you're having sex. I'm on Fear Street.
I'm on Fear Street.
Like, that could be like that one show, that drama. It could be like a teen drama. It's like Fear Street. What happens when the condom breaks, dog?
And you're the mayor.
I should have got those Magnums. I knew they were way too big.
By the chat says that the thing you were talking about was No Fear. That was the clothing brand you were talking about. I didn't realize it was a clothing brand. I thought they were just bumper stickers.
Well, I never wore them because, I mean, I always had fear, so I didn't wear them. But I mean, I was like, I thought it was false representation. But yeah, I remember those.
That's the kind of thing you don't want to wear to school, because someone's going to be like, oh, you got no fear? Why don't you fight Bobby? You're like, I don't fight Bobby.
I was like, I'm not going to fight Bobby, because one time we were in the locker room and he got a boner looking around at everybody else. So I don't know. Your gun is digging into my hip.
Exactly. But no, even more excited to know that Chris is going to be doing that. And he tweeted something about it today. Hey, he's in the chat right now. He says,
hey, it is.
He says, watch Fear Street because I did some cool stuff. I wasn't even licking your butt because I knew you were there. I was just licking your butt because I wanted to. Okay.
Mike was caught mid-lick. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Hey, Chris, you should come on the show right now and talk about it. Wherever you are, just come on the show right now and talk about it. We'll do it together. And I promise we won't squeeze any spoilers out.
He's probably like, I got fucking work, asshole.
Yeah, I got real shit I have to do. I came on your stupid show, you dick. Love you, buddy. But more importantly, I had nachos for dinner yesterday.
That's good.
They were delicious from the Mexican restaurant.
If you get two nachos stuck together, that's one nacho. Did you know that?
I did.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff.
Stretchy pants. Got to have the stretchy pants.
Christopher knows, he said, okay.
Hey, okay. All right. Hey, hang on one sec. Give me a second. He said, okay. Okay. Give me 2 seconds, man. You can talk. You don't have to just sit and watch me not talk.
I was joining you in the silence.
Let's have a moment of silence together. Stupid phone, stupid dick phone.
Oh, shit.
Let's see here.
Are you just going to put him on speakerphone?
No. Patricia Gregory has a super chat in there if you want to read that.
Oh,
Hold on 1 sec.
I did not see. She says, thank you so much, Patricia. She says, hi, Mike and Jason, and lots of love. So happy to be a part of the Wham fam. Appreciate all you do. God damn it. Well, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. And you will be getting a Hallmark card for Thanksgiving. That's for sure. It's just going to happen.
Thanks, Patricia. We love you just as much and a little bit extra. Just that little bit extra. Hey, you know what the difference between extra and extraordinary is?
Yeah, extra.
Just
the
that,
X.
Just that little bit extra. Let's see.
Ooh, do farts. Yeah, I've been playing the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I got my big fat nerd cock out and start playing that. And also been watching the Try Not to Laugh reaction videos. Those are always fun to watch. I don't know why. Not the Fine Brothers, okay? I don't want to watch that shit. I usually watch Nim Raps, or I'll even throw on some Tyrone Magnus if I'm feeling, saucy.
Saucy potatoes. I like potatoes. I like pillowy mounds.
Actions, are you okay, Joe? Yeah, I always make the same weird face. If it's a beer, it's like I always do that.
It does. First drink of the day. You can always tell when Jay's taking his first drink because he always does that exact same thing. Either that or he's faking it, like our wives.
That's true. Why? Oh, yeah.
Wait, what? Something else cool that happened today, by the way. A whole bunch of Warner Brothers DC stuff just happened. They announced fucking Injustice, dude. I didn't get a chance to tell you about this.
I saw that. I saw somebody tagged, or not tag me, but I saw it on Facebook.
It's just the animated movie, and there's really no details about it except for they're gonna have an ad for it in the one that's coming up. But that's dope as hell. We all know DC animated crushes shit, and they'll crush that too. And that storyline for Injustice is so fucking cool. Ironically, really weirdly kind of what Zack Snyder was going towards at the end of his last movie.
I'm okay with. I saw somebody was like, well, saying, it kind of sucks that it's not gonna be a live action film, but DC is top notch when it's their animation, so I'm not worried about that at all. I just hope they go like, I want a rated R one. I want a rated R Injustice Gods Among Us animation.
That's true. I bet it is rated R because a lot of their animations are, right?
But the weird thing is they actually stretched Injustice Gods Among Us. Like, I know there's 2 video games, but graphic novels, I think there was like they had a whole comic series on it. So I wonder if they're trying to make a movie about it or if they're going to make like a series on it. Like HBO Max could make like a series, like an R-rated cartoon series.
I would take that over a movie, actually, because there's just so much to it. Big Bopper says, I've confided to the black skies, the red glisters. I don't know what the fuck that means, yo, but I like it.
Jesus Christ, man. It's like you walked into a commune shower and didn't wear flip-flops.
Hey, guys, we got a super thank you all for showing up tonight, by the way. 200 people in here. We really appreciate you. Got a super awesome surprise for you. Popping up in this mother right now is the Academy Award-winning man himself, Christopher Nelson.
Hey, Chris.
What's up, dude?
What's up, you guys?
Not too much, man. How's it go? Where are you at right now? You're not in the usual background.
I'm on Zoom ruining your show.
No. It's hard to ruin this show, buddy. So you on set somewhere right now? You filming Halloween Ends? It's okay. You don't have to tell us.
We just finished Halloween Ends. It's amazing. It comes out tomorrow. No,
fuck yeah. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
We got this covered. Get on it right now.
No, like I said, I'm ruining your show. I love how you guys are doing in the middle of your show, and I'll just pop on, just see what you guys talk about, and then I'll leave, of course. But and then I'll type something and go, "Hey guys, what's up?" And then then it ruins your entire show. It ruins your flow. Just like I did today. You guys had a plan. Mm-hmm. You had an agenda. You got a list of shit you're talking about. You're going to make everybody happy, and then I come along and wipe the table clean.
Fuck it all up.
But that list usually goes out the window in about 10 minutes anyway, because we'll get into it and be like, oh shit, let's go ahead and talk about something else. Like, what'd you have for dinner last night? Oh, I had pizza rolls. It just goes out the window.
Yeah, that's usually when I sign off. I'm like, oh, pizza.
Sorry, makes you hungry.
Hey, I just got back from set. I've been working my ass off. I did a long day, and we're shooting something down here in Atlanta. And I'm here to say hi to you guys and to promote Fear Street.
Fuck yeah, man.
Fear Street. The trailer came out today. It looks pretty good, right?
Oh man, it looked pretty. Yeah, it really did. I was telling earlier, I was like, I had low expectations going in when I heard the trailer because I thought it was gonna be like, you know,
Thanks,
yeah, like
for your confidence.
well, I'm sorry. No, it's like a Goosebumps thing. I just thought it was going to be like a Jack Black. We talked about that, like kind of like an easy kind of going, you know, take your kids and have a good time and eat a, you know, a bucket of popcorn. But I saw it, dude. And I'm like, wow, it looked fucking really good. Like, it looks solid. And and I really like what they're doing with the approach of 3 different shows, doing it that way.
Yeah. It's a fun thing. I you know, I haven't seen it. I wish I had, but I hadn't seen it. The director's fantastic. And it is like what you guys were talking about just earlier. It's Goosebumps, but elevated into a rated R world, you know, kind of, it's not, you know, it's not Last House on the Left. So don't get excited about that. But, you know, but it's got some really cool stuff in it. And it plays with a lot of the archetypes of slasher movies and horror movies. You know, we have all different kinds of characters and killers and stuff. So it's going to be, I think it'll be fun. I think it's, you know, pop your popcorn, sit the fuck down, you know,
let's take a trip on Fear Street.
Exactly.
Yeah. I saw
it'll be better. If you drop some acid, it'll be amazing.
It would be. Fucking Backhead Jason will be coming out of the wall from 1978. Yeah.
That's the headline right there. Christopher Nelson says, drop acid before you watch Fear Street, kids.
Great. I love that I live in the culture that anything I say will go on fucking, you know.
Don't worry. Not on our show, buddy. You're safe.
Mike's got TMZ on like speed dial. I'm going to start recording this real quick. Yeah, that was one of the things I noticed that when it took place, you know, the 1978 year, like, man, that was like to see Backhead Jason. I know it's not Jason, but it looked cool as hell. Like, I was like, holy shit, that's great. Did you have anything to do with that one, or?
Yeah. We did all 3 and we shot them back to back. There's, you know, familiar-esque type things that, you know, it'll make you happy if you're into all that kind of stuff. That the time periods of where horror movies were at in those time periods, you'll dig it. So it's just fun. It's a fun movie. It's cool. So, you know, you'll dig it.
Was it funner going back to the 90s or back? Because I saw that was one of the things that excited me about it. Not only the R rating, which I'm hooked immediately. If you're talking about Goosebumps and R rated stuff, or Fear Street, you know, same thing. But was it when I saw that it was going to go to the 90s and then the 70s? I was like, oh, you guys are really scratching my ass with this one. Was it funner going back to the 90s or the 70s? Because you've probably gone back to the 70s before, right?
70s for me, because I'm older than all you guys. So the 70s are that's the golden age for me, is the 70s. So, and that was actually one of the reasons why I took the movie, besides being friends with the director is fantastic. She's super cool. I did her first movie called Honeymoon, and which was a kind of a very indie, low budget movie that I thought turned out real well. It's a cool movie if you haven't seen it.
I haven't. I'll check it out though.
It's cool. It's her first movie, and it's interesting movie. You should check it out. But the 70s thing, I was like, I read the 70s script. I got all 3, but when I read the 70s one, I was like, oh, I got to do this, because there's a lot of familiar stuff in it that you guys will like, I think. So, yeah.
How fun was it to do the different time periods and have to work on, like, you had 94, 78, and then 1666? Like, did that like stretch you creatively, or did you like that a lot?
Yeah, for sure. It did. It's challenging, you know, and I also kind of, in a weird kind of way, I certainly can't spoil anything because I'll get fired again. But
again,
but
that's got to be a story.
You know, I tried also too to kind of go with the different time periods. Obviously, not 1666. There were no effects in 1666, but try to do, or maybe there were. I tried to do, kind of creatively lean towards an aesthetic or a look to that time period. You know what I mean? Which is fun to do. You know, it's fun. It's there's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff in it, and hopefully some of them will become iconic. I hope. You know, we'll see. I don't know.
Did
what's the new Myers photo, huh?
Oh, dude. Holy shit! I know you know what we thought about it, but Jesus Christmas! Can I ask you, by the way? I wanted to ask you this when I texted you the other day. Are you allowed to say how you did the burnt thing? That can't be a spoiler, right? Like how you made the burnt shit look like the burnt shit.
You know,
not to call your work burnt shit, but you know what I mean.
No, it's burnt shit. No,
You just threw poop on there and like blowtorched it.
I put on a monkey suit and threw poop at it.
It's art in some countries. That's art.
Exactly. People pay a lot of money for that service.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm not gonna yet. I'm gonna wait until the movie comes out because you know what? I want it to live where it's live. I'm gonna kind of make it a point on this one, to be honest with you, to stop talking so much about how shit's done and the behind the scenes thing of it. Because I want it to live in the movie. Okay, see you guys. That's where you cut me.
Fuck Chris Nelson.
I just kind of want to go back to let it live in the movie, man, and let it be secret. You know, let it just be there and enjoy it there. You know, that's
like for people to buy into the movie magic rather than worrying about what goes on behind the curtain.
Yeah, I think there's too much of that. I know I get the curiosity and I think it's cool and I'm flattered, but in the end, you do it so people will watch the movie and enjoy it and live inside that world. And I think that's why we enjoy the original Halloween and some of these older movies, is because we don't. Only until you don't really know everything. I mean, some people think they do.
Yeah,
but it's I think it deserves to live there. And besides, I'm really fucking tired of talking.
I bet you are.
Oh, okay, yeah,
dude. I'll tell you what. That's actually true. I remember. I love The Thing, the 1982 The Thing. I love it. It's great, man. And then when I figured out how they did, well, because dude, badass.
Nice.
Holy shit, that's great. Yeah, I love it, man. And when I figured out how they did, the doctor reaching in and having his arms bit off, because they did like a whole behind the scenes thing, and I watched that. I'm like, well, shit, it kind of takes you out of it when you watch that scene because you're like, oh, that's how they did it. Okay, it's not scary anymore.
Because that's all kind of really you think about now when you watch those sequences. You're like, oh, they did that, and they hired an amputee and made him go,
right.
And that's where they lit on fire all the toxic stuff that Rob Bottin didn't. It was like, it kind of, it doesn't ruin it, but it just kind of changes the perspective of that film.
Yeah.
Well, you play. I know you play bass, right? So did you play in a band? I don't think we ever talked about that.
I did play in a band back in the 80s. I did.
There you go. You got to get those demos, by the way. We got to hear it now.
I was in a heavy metal band. It was more like a new wave of British heavy metal. I used to have hair like down to here. It was, I see you laughing. It was true.
I believe it.
I used to actually be cool, and I was in a heavy metal band in the 80s. I played all the clubs like on the Sunset Strip. I did the Whiskey and the Roxy and the Troubadour and the Waters Club and stuff. And those were very different times. But at the same time, getting into makeup effects, that was I was getting into it. And then I really hit my stride, early 91 or something like that. But yeah, I was in a band and it was fun.
Of course you fucking were. I was like, were you ever in a band? You're like, yeah, I played the fucking Whiskey Go-Go. No big deal. Used to play the fucking Strip, man, Of course you did. Well, that's why I asked that, because that's when I love the idea, by the way, of keeping the mystery and not talking about it. We always talk about with the trailers and stuff like that. We were just talking about how, obviously we hope the trailers for the new movie don't show much, keep it all very vague as possible. So we appreciate that. You just took it another step further. But the reason it took me back to the band is because I always remember when I was growing up, I always admired, and I still do, but really admired the writing process of people in bands and stuff like that. And I thought it was amazing when they do what they do. But then when I was in a band much smaller than yours, and you meet the other people in these bands in the backstage and all the stuff like that, it really just it becomes so not Disneyland anymore. It's like, oh, you're just a dude like me who just fucking wrote a song eating his Cheerios this morning. You know what I mean? So I like it.
Yep.
I totally agree with that.
Mike's
sentiment.
band played the strip, but it was the Walmart parking lot strip. Like, yeah. But no, that's cool, man. Yeah. Did you ever want to like have your name be like Chris Rotten? Like, is it like thrash metal? Like, change your name? Like, fuck yeah, Chris Rotten.
No. The best metal name was taken, so I didn't even bother.
Yeah.
Best metal name that I've ever heard was Amir to Rock.
Oh,
Amir
like
to
that.
Rock.
Amir to Rock.
Holy
it was
shit.
AmirDaroc.
Damn,
I'm here to
man.
rock. I'm
Yeah.
here to rock.
Yeah.
To rock. Like, you can't do better than that.
I don't know. I still think that Paul Rudd Pipe Attack is a pretty good
That's a
band
good
name,
one.
but from H6. But I'm pretty sure that gets shit on every time I bring it up. So I just won't bring it up here because my feelings get hurt, and I'm a human being too. What?
Duct tape Frankenstein. Duct tape Frankenstein would be a good.
That's
a good one. I like that one.
I dig that. I dig that a lot. I could name my car that.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm excited. Stuff's starting to roll. We got Fear Street coming up. We got Halloween coming. I'm excited about the Halloween. I really enjoy getting all the messages from you guys asking me to paint your mask and to make you ones. Keep them coming. I got the list going. I'm just going to make everyone in the entire country a mask.
There you go. Why not?
I sent some I sent some sarcasm there.
That was a dick thing to say.
No,
You say you said some sarcasm.
I can only
He's
imagine.
like, yeah, because I'm laying it on pretty thick.
You know, pretty thick.
Stop fucking emailing me. By the way, we already have ours. He's talking to all of you guys, so we're not offended at all. I mean, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Robert Ben to you guys.
I'm just fucking kidding, man. No, dude, was that exhausting though? Doing like all 3 movies? I mean, did it feel like you were doing 3 movies, or did it go quicker than that?
Fear Street?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it felt like 3 movies. Yeah, it was a long, arduous process. Yeah, but they all are now. Every movie is hard to make. It's strange because now they don't ever give you enough time, and they don't ever give you enough money, and the creative process is very seems to be getting more and more watered down for them to let you do some cool stuff. So you try. The best you can do is try to slip a nugget or 2 in of something cool that if you can get one thing out of a movie that someone will look at and go, that was cool.
Yeah.
You're pretty lucky. If you can get more than one, you're doing pretty damn good. So
Did they tame you at all? Because I mean, even though this is going to be R-rated, was it? Well, first off, I guess I got to ask you, because you're the effects guy. So when you're reading the script, they probably at least got to come to you and be like, by the way, this is R-rated. Do whatever the fuck you want. Or they had to come to you probably and be like, keep it to a minimum, Chris. What was that conversation like in regards to this being originally a kid's property?
It depends. It's weird. Like David Gordon Green's really good about going, what can we do? Let's do something cool. And you're like, okay. And then you do it. And then you do it. He's great at that. This movie was a little bit of balance of both. There were some things that I was like, we should do this. And I was like, great. And then we did it. But then, just because it's an R rating doesn't mean you can do whatever you want, because then it ends up being a no rated thing.
Right.
So there are limitations even with an R rating that you have to do. And also you have to play to your audience. You're talking Fear Street and you're talking R.L. Stine. You have to. There's a lot that goes into the decisions that are made. Again, it's like going back to, not to talk about Halloween again, but I'm gonna. Is that people always have these things about oh, the mask wouldn't really do that, or the mask wouldn't really age that way, or it wouldn't burn that, or whatever. Everyone's got an issue, and that's fine and well, but there are reasons why we make the decisions we make, is because you have to weigh the balance of what people want to see, what happens in the context of the story, what's going to work visually, what's going to, you can't, you got to kind of work within a lot of parameters, and again, if you can make people happy within that, then that's a good thing.
And then, of course, you got to listen to the director too, because like you had said before, specifically with the masks of Halloween, that every director has a different creative vision on what they want the mask to look like. So you have to work within that confines. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You're not the it's not like it's my way or the highway. The mask is like this, so fuck you. You can't do it. Everyone's way. And David has a very clear vision, and so does Blumhouse, and so does Miramax, and so does Universal. Everyone's got a very clear vision. It's a very cooperative kind of collaboration.
Yeah.
Type of vibe that you all come to a decision that we feel is best for yourself creatively and for the fans. So again, if you can hit the mark doing that, then you're ahead of the game. I'm excited for people to see it. I think the mask in this is personally better than the last one. I'm super stoked about it.
I love the battle damage on it, man. It looks so fucking good. Yeah.
It's a new, well, I can't say that either. Damn it. Damn you live people. Are you people alive and watching TV? It's going to be cool. I'm excited about it. And that picture is fucking dope. I was surprised with that because I honestly didn't think they were going to start rolling out a campaign until next month or so, like maybe July. But so to get that picture excited me too, because I was like, woohoo, look at that.
Were you psyched they didn't show the complete profile? Because I mean, they've done a good job of being like, yes, okay, the mask's gonna be. You saw in the teasers, like it showed a little bit of it, but they still haven't done the full, right side of his face yet. And I'm not gonna ask you that because I'm not trying to slip you up. I wonder if there's.
No, I wouldn't reveal that. First of all, and second of all, it's kind of like going, I took my shirt off, but wait till I take my pants off. And then you take the pants off and you're like, it's no big deal. And you're disappointed. So everyone take it easy.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
Exactly.
That is a sentiment I can get behind. I've been there and I know exactly what you mean. I got that reference,
Right? You know what I mean?
Take off your pants and everyone's disappointed.
Yeah. Can we let's just enjoy the making out. And when the pants come off, just don't have any expectations. So everyone take it. So
I hope that gets quoted. I hope that's the fucking headline that like comicbookmovie.com picks up tomorrow. Chris Nelson.
I'm gonna stop while I'm behind everybody. I think Dave froze. I think he froze, or he's checking his phone for a really long time.
He's thinking about what you said about taking your pants off, and he went so deep into retrospective we lost him.
I think we lost him.
Come back to me. He'll pop back in here in just a second. Sometimes his shit freezes up.
Okay.
Usually not for this long.
I'm going to wait for him to come back before I go away. I think he's playing a prank and he's holding that freeze frame.
Oh, no. No. He just called your bluff, buddy.
Did he leave?
Oh, I thought you were frozen for a second. I was like, God damn it. Is it my internet? No, it probably kicked him out. So he'll probably have to jump back in. He should pop back here in just a second. It happens sometimes. We're not professionals. In case you didn't know that.
It's not my fault, right? Now I feel really proud.
Yeah, if you didn't take up our bandwidth, Chris, Jesus.
All right.
No,
this is probably good for me to leave because I'm behind in this whole conversation. And I have to get up at like 3 a.m. and go back to work. So I wait for I'll wait for him to come back say goodbye.
It's up to you. You're not behind though. You're perfectly good, man. I'm thankful you came on. That was awesome of you to do.
Well, I just got home and I was like sitting there eating something and I'm exhausted because I had a super long day. And I was like, and I went on and I'm scrolling through stuff and got a notification and I started checking out and I saw you guys were going to talk about Fear Street. So I was like, I gotta say hi, Fear Street. Trying to pump Fear Street. Fear Street. And I might regret that if it comes out and everyone's like, holy shit, that movie sucked.
Next time you're on, I'll be like, that's the fucking Fear Street guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Get him. Oh shit, man. Oh, here comes Jay right now. Here comes Jay. So you're good. By the way, while Jay's popping in here, when's the next Thing with Two Heads show? You guys are killing it with the new show, man. We love it.
I don't know about that. Thank you, though.
I think it's great.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, I'm returning my AOL starter kit up. So, yeah, I got that free sample in the mail. I'm returning it. That's it.
I thought that you actually were. I'm not kidding you. I thought you were checking your phone, and you were like, you just checked out of the conversation.
No, all I heard the last day was like, we'll just make out, and boom.
You couldn't handle the sexual tension.
It's too much. I was like, I have to go to church now and douse myself with holy water. It's just too much.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'll stop bothering you. Get on with your show. I'm sorry to interrupt, but thank you.
Man, we loved having you on.
Dude, thanks for coming, man. That was cool shit of you. You never know what's going to happen on this shitty YouTube channel, guys. You got to stay tuned.
You don't know.
Chris Nelson could show up. One of us could die. Anything could happen.
A crack whore could come out of the closet and be like, "Where's my money?" I mean, just crazy shit. Jerry Springer.
Oh, man.
All right, guys, well, have fun. Enjoy the rest of your show. Thanks, everybody, for letting me bother you. Thanks for letting me bother you. Watch Fear Street in July. And I hope some of you go see Halloween in August or October. October.
All right. Maybe a couple
bye.
of them. See you, Chris. Love you, man. Thanks.
Bye.
That was fucking cool. You never know. You never know.
Well, I missed the last goddamn 7 minutes of it because my fucking internet sucked a big old camel cock and said, that sucks butt.
That's
when that happens.
That's okay. I think I just confused Chris while you were gone, so it was fine. It was. I don't think you missed much.
It's really nice to have him on though, because like we're familiar with him, and we consider him kind of a friend. So it's a lot easier to talk to him versus like somebody you don't know, and then you have to be like, not like we're not trying to be all professional, but it's a lot harder when you don't know someone to be like, hey, have you ever like caught a fart and thrown it in somebody's face before, like just to get back at them? And they're like, what's that?
Well, it's weird, dude, because like I'll never forget in my entire life the first time Chris came on the show, or the first time he even messaged us and was like, hey, I like your show. And I was like, this motherfucker's got a fake account. I know that's him. And since that day, he's just been the nicest, sweetest, most giving human being ever. And now, like, I'll never forget the first time we were going to have him on the show. You and I were both shitting bullets for like 2 days. I think he was the first official guest we ever had on the show.
He was.
We were shitting bullets, man. Like,
it might have been
scared.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like that works in the field, I think we might have had Roy from the Merkins on before, and Michael I think we might have had them on before. So we were kind of like, yeah, that was the first like Hollywood dude that we've ever like that's in the biz with the biz. And that was fucking scary, dude. Yeah, I remember we were like, dude, we can't fuck this up. Okay, we're gonna get together, we're gonna do our homework, and we're gonna talk to each other, and we're gonna get the questions out right and correct. Bring your A game or don't come. Like, and then he turned out to be like such a nice guy. Like he literally, and I don't mean this insulting, he literally reminds me of like in high school if you took work like what was it, wood shop. And he would be the coolest woodshop teacher of all time because he's creative with his hands. Yeah. He knows how to make some badass shit. And you're like, dude, I don't know what to do. God didn't grant me carpenter hands. He's like, don't worry, son. I'm gonna get you through this. Follow me. Let your creation take the guide. Or something like, I don't know. He's cool as fuck though. And he's like that kind of teacher that'd be like, this fucking rocks. You're like, you said fuck. You said fuck. We're friends for life.
That Leonardo DiCaprio meme. You said fuck.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, he's a great guy.
What a nice guy. But yeah, no, it's nice to get to the point where he can just pop in when he wants to, and I'm always okay with that, dude. That's cool as shit.
And he's also, if you guys check it out, we'll plug him for it as well. He's got his own YouTube channel.
Yeah,
check him out too.
Yeah, the thing with two heads. It's it's pretty fucking awesome, man. They have awesome guests on there. Have Matthew Lillard, have all sorts of people. I was trying to goad him into promoting it a little bit, but I think he's too much of a nice guy to even try to do that. But yeah, dude, that was cool as shit. Fucking
yeah,
A. That was a great start to the show. That was
more maybe Andy Matichek will pop up and we can ask her about some things too.
Who knows what will happen next? Back in Terra says, Jay's looking dapper as always during these live streams recently. A polo shirt is a great look and wondering if he's wearing pants. Woo-wee. Mike looks okay. Great stream, guys.
Thanks, I don't know what you mean by recently. I guess it's been looking like a dog shit. Lately, but no, yeah, and there is I am wearing pants except they're see-through, so I guess I'm not. No, I wear pants. I'm not Sean Davis. We've explained this before. I believe in the pants and I like the pants. It keeps your wiener nice and warm.
I'm wearing basketball shorts and my drawstring is untied.
Yeah, you're right next to that air conditioning vent, so you got that cool like bowl, in bowling when you have your that air,
it's going right,
you have to cool off your hair, your hands because they're sweaty.
Yeah, it's weird when only your nuts get cold. What can you do about that? Someone should make a nut warmer.
Tomo Gatu says, plot twist, Mike isn't wearing pants. Talk about a screaming ending.
And we just talked about that. You want me to stand up? You ready to be disappointed? Big
Egg
bad
Shin is on it. He's like, when pee-pee break? Coming up
real soon. I like that Egg Shin's more worried about our bladders than we are.
Egg Shin knows.
Big Bad Jan. Big Bad. I like that name. All right, lads. Just wanted to say thanks for all the good times in these past few years. Me and my cousin Darren love the videos. Keep up the good work. Much love from Scotland. P.S. Big up, Mr. Nelson. Indeed.
Hey, fuck yeah.
Mr. Cheers. Cheers to Chris, man. That was awesome. And cheers to you, Big Bad Jan. Thank you so much for the kind words, man. Really appreciate it. All the way from Scotland.
That's so weird, man. Like, it's so weird to think about that. Like, to me, like on the other side of the river or the pond or whatever they want to say in Scotland and England, all that stuff. Like, I'm used to this area, like in Kentucky. So when they say, "Hey, I'm giving you, a hello from Scotland," it's like, you're from fucking Mars, man. Like, it's like contacting an ancient civilization. Like, it just feels so far away.
Oh, speaking of which, by the way, severe side course here. Maybe we'll make a date where like we talk about this shit and go in depth. But I've been cruising Reddit's alien forums, just reading all about aliens from the people who have been abducted, all that stuff like that. There is one guy, I just want to throw out this date for everybody. You heard it here first. There is a guy who says that he gets taken up to the aliens every couple of weeks and that they speak to him telepathically, and they're not mean. They're not very nice. They don't ask you for you to ask questions.
Did you invite him on the show?
I did not, but I will if you want me to.
No, dude, because it's gonna be it's gonna be like those like that moment in Peter Venkman in Ghostbusters 2. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Like it goes next week. Hairless cats. Weird. I don't want that. I don't because I don't know how to approach that.
Subscribers have been going down. I think that might be the way to get them back up.
He's like, I believe that the end of the world will come on New Year's Eve this year. He's like, yes. He goes, well, shouldn't you wait for your book to come out? I mean, maybe there's a TV show. Like, I don't want to do
that. Would be exactly like that. But no, he says that, these aliens have been around for thousands of years. Some of them are here. They pick him up like a fucking Uber every couple weeks. And what they told him was that basically they are going to make contact on July the 8th or the 18th. It's very hard to hear them sometimes. They speak in mms, but they can using telepathy, they can speak to him. And he says that the aliens are going to make contact on July the 8th or possibly the 18th. So everybody just be on the lookout for that. We just want you to prepare. He says they don't need anything that we have, so that they might not be taking over the world. It could be a friendly thing. But we'll see.
I have a hard time believing that this motherfucker like just gets picked up on the norm and goes to like, I don't know, Applebee's with a couple of aliens to hang out over the weekend and be like, so anyway, I was telling my, mothership, I was like, I've got to get a promotion. He's like, I understand. When are you guys coming to make contact with the humans? That's going to be on July 8th. Because there's been a lot of things going on. I've been really busy, but yeah, I was supposed to do that and I got drunk.
He says, by the way, that they don't appear interested in mating with us. So we don't have to worry about the aliens fucking us. But then at the same time, if the aliens are hot, that's a disappointing statement. They're not going to want to fuck us.
Well, that just crashes all my desires and fucking wants and ever, because I always wanted to make it with a big gray-haired, big-eyed thing. I mean, why? Yeah.
It's an obsession of mine recently, dude, just reading those forums. I mean, there's one guy who
I thought your obsession was like, I just want to fuck an alien. Like one of those grays. Grays. I want to have sex with it.
That's always been there. I call them keepers. That's always just something I've always wanted to do. Fuck one of those little aliens. David Nangle III says, hey, everyone. Hope all is well. Question for all. How long should the Halloween Kills trailer be? Because the 2018 trailer showed too much, to be honest. Plus the teaser, we are in the camp that it did show too much. And I don't think it was the length. I think it was the choice of the things to show.
Well, I think Chris would say the same thing. I think that you got to be careful with how much you want to show. I mean, a lot of people worked on this to bring the best product that they could to fans. So I mean, if they reveal way too much, then it kind of, I'm not saying it would put their work to shit, but I mean, it kind of like people aren't going to be surprised when they go to the theater if they get this big, like literally if they show in the trailer like a major kill scene, like they did in Halloween 2018. It's like, fuck, dude, why'd you do that for? Because that was like something that they worked really hard on. I think less is more, Chip. And I honestly, and I'm going to be the first one to say, I really do. I honestly think they shouldn't even do another trailer.
I'd be fine if they didn't.
I mean, they've already given you the mask. You got a really cool teaser. If they want to, okay, you know what? I'll say if they want to give one more teaser, if they wanted like a 15-second TV spot, like, or something, like, I don't know, but like a full-blown 3-minute trailer, fuck that. I'd be like, nah, man.
Yeah, I'm good with
I'd
it.
be like, nah.
I'm actually with him. I mean, I know I asked him about it, but when he said he's not going to talk about even how they made it because he wants to keep it secretive, he wants to keep it movie magic. I totally support that. Actually, I agree with that. I think that I know everybody's like hungry for information, like every single day. Give me more, give me more, give me more. But at the same time, like, let's just enjoy the fucking movie when it comes out. You know,
I think the prolific, big giant, like the movies that are more prolific, like the Halloweens, the Friday the 13th, the Nightmare on Elm Streets, even to a degree, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I feel like those kind of horror movies, because they depend so much on the suspense and horror of the, being able to sit in the theater and be like, holy shit, I didn't see that coming.
Yep.
Showing too much is literally taking the whole thing out of the book. I mean, or taking it out of the excitement for the crowd. And I think everybody agrees. I think most fans would agree with that. But I mean, of course, we're wrong because it's going to come out in July, according to sources. I mean, I see that shit posted every fucking time. So it's coming out in July, guys. Don't worry.
Well, that just told you right there. I think what he said right there is you've got multiple people, and I am not talking about anybody specific. I'm not talking about anybody that has done this for years and years and years and is clearly very smart at what they do. I'm talking about the YouTube channels that have been
I know
around.
who you're talking about right now.
No, I'm talking about the YouTube channels that have been around for about 8 minutes, 2 weeks, 2 months, said, hey, I was talking about Halloween Kills, get some views. Let's take it, like I'm talking about those people. It's very easy for people to go out and, hey, our YouTube channel's been around for about 2 months. Let's just say that we know some shit and get some views, and that's what people are doing. So you got a lot of people out there saying, hey, I got my source fucking told me it's this day.
I heard from a guy that was in a locker room that was next door to a guy that worked on the set, and he was cousins and roommates with the guy that was his mother, a girl that was his mother. Yeah,
right there, you heard Chris Nelson himself say, "Hey, I thought maybe fucking July. I don't fucking know." The guy who made the fucking mask, worked on the fucking movie, doesn't know. So I'm pretty sure that Steve with his fucking YouTube channel about donkey piss until Halloween got popular doesn't fucking know either. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's funny that there's so many immediate experts on shit that works and how things are going to go. And and they don't just say it like like I'll say maybe because I don't fucking know, but there's just this certainty. It's like, I fucking know because I read a book on marketing.
My source.
I read a book on marketing once, and I knew a guy that I was pumping gas next to at the 7-Eleven, and
they call it the industry. Jay, they call it the industry.
Oh yeah, suck my dick.
Okay.
That's the but here's the thing. I don't like I like look, July, it seems like a good date. Maybe I don't know, but I would say this. I was thinking more June. I don't think they should release any of it. I'm just saying as a company, yes, as a company, they probably will release another trailer around June or July because they're going to try to hype it up as much as they can. And they're a company that wants to make money, and that's what they're going to do. And they're not doing it for the hardcore Halloween fans. They're doing it for the vanilla fans. But I'm not going to go on and talk about like, I know for fucking certain because I one time read a book called How to Market Your Horror Film. I'm not gonna do that.
Joshua Parker, by the way, Chris, if you're still watching, he just to let you know, Chris, Joshua Parker says that he would go gay for you. So I just want you to take that to bed with you tonight.
He's probably thinking about it. I mean, he was he was a thrash rocker, so I'm sure Chris he's fine. He's gonna play you. He's gonna play you. Here I come. I know it's Here I Am, but it's. Hurricane.
Anthony Stamp says, hey guys, just wanted to say I won't make it to the Friday stream since I'll be attending brother and cousin's graduation. Hey, congrats to your brother and your cousin on the graduation.
Weren't you in the last stream that said that?
Also, you fucking liar.
No,
also,
I think he was. Like, yeah.
Have you guys seen the trailer for Resident Evil Infinite Darkness?
I have not.
I did see it, and I just can't get into the anime CGI full-on things.
I have to watch it. I haven't seen
But for people who enjoy that, I hope they're really excited. It's not my cup of tea. I need the real shit. You know what I mean?
Well, JT Custom says, "Hey Jay, will you and Mike do any script reviews?"
Yeah,
when we
should.
Get a new one. When we get a couple of, I don't even know.
There's a bunch we could do. We do need. We should do that soon. Thanks, JT.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that soon. Jepsy Warrior says the new Superman cartoon doesn't really look good. Yeah, who'd they say was going to be in it? I think Jack Doyle. Superman cartoon. Jack
I didn't even know that.
Doyle, the dude from Scream and the Boys, is going to be voicing someone in that.
Oh God, not that dude.
Doesn't make sense. But hey, I can't picture his voice from his face. So
no, is he the main guy? Is he like the little skinny turd? I don't know.
Sean Ertando says, number 1, Sup Glow 6. Number 2, Sean Tubby 123. Number 3, miss y'all, been busy with school and sports. Well, fucking quit them and watch our show, dick.
God, school is for losers and sports are for people that wish they could do them, and that's why they watch them.
Yeah, just come.
Why don't you watch 2 fat losers do a YouTube show?
Just
Obviously, that's way better for your mental health.
Become a PE teacher, and then you can watch all our shows. You get off at 3. Stop.
Those that can't teach PE.
Exactly. That's exactly what that fucking thought came from. Was School of Rock. Number 4, Mike. So glad you're watching Entourage. Ari Gold is the man. Love y'all. Lloyd. Fucking. Every time, I'm telling you, every single time we get done with these streams, I go and watch with the wife like 4 episodes.
I have never seen 1 episode of Entourage.
Oh, dude, it's so.
No, I know, but I get you telling me Entourage. I get Cody telling me another fucking show every 5 minutes.
But this one's fun. It's not like super serious. It's a good time. It's a fucking comedy. And by the way,
I'm getting a complex.
It was before all the cancel culture shit, so it's like really fun and vibrant. And they say whatever the fuck they want to say, and it's really funny.
Jeremy Piven, right?
Yes.
Dude, you know what? I like that dude a lot, and actually, he got canceled
because of his character.
I know, and I love that dude because he gave a big middle finger and said, "Fuck you, I'll go home." And he's like, "I got enough money to work with, so I don't care." But yeah, dude, I know that Jeremy Piven, like he had some interview recently about we had some interview recently about the cancel culture coming after him, and he was not apologetic about it. He didn't give a shit. And I was like, man, you keep on marching. But yeah, dude, I would I don't know. I might watch it. I don't know. Right now I don't have a new show to watch, so maybe.
Do it tonight, Jay. I want to fucking talk to you about it.
No, I gotta play Mass Effect. I gotta play Mass Effect.
Mike Baglione says, "Hey guys, I saw Those Who Wish Me Dead without seeing the trailer. It was such a good experience. Definitely want to avoid the trailer for kills. I did not see the trailer for Those Who Wish Me Dead either. I've been wanting to watch that movie, even though I saw FlickPick said that it was basically Angelina Jolie looking like bologna on skeleton." Looking like a skeleton made of bologna.
Skeleton bologna. That's like some cheap ass meat that you bought at Kroger. Glogan's Curse says 2 fat losers watched a movie doesn't have the same ring to it. Well, in today's society, it actually would be like you're brave.
It's too long for SEO.
Yeah, it was like you're brave, but then again, we might get canceled because you're making fun of fat people. Like what?
Dirk Jason Hall says horror movie trivia. What child actor didn't know he was acting for a horror movie?
That sounds. Was it Heather O'Rourke? Poltergeist?
That's a good guess, Jay. I'm gonna go with the kid from The Sixth Sense. Haley Joel Osment.
That motherfucker looked like he was always aware of things, though. I think he was way beyond wise.
Probably.
For his years.
When we come back, the answer. We're gonna go pee, guys. Be right back.
All right.
Hello, Michael. Or should I call you Audrey? I want to play a game. For years, you've tortured helpless babysitters and innocent victims with no explanation. Are you that afraid of your own reasoning, Michael? Or are you just that entitled? Are these people so far beneath your mighty prowess, they deserve no motive for their senseless slayings? Today that changes, Michael. Today your voice will be heard, or you will finally die. The door you see before you represents your freedom. All you need to do is remove your mask and speak. Explain why you killed your sister all those years ago, and I will release you. Explain why you commit these heinous deeds, and you will be freed. Do not, and this room will become your tomb. Explain or die. The choice is yours. I'll be watching. Aren't you getting hungry, Michael? Thirsty? Do you really want to degrade yourself by having to pull off your jumpsuit and defecate in the corner? Right in front of us? Wouldn't you rather just say the words and free yourself? I know you can. I know you want to. I just DoorDashed some Kentucky Fried Chicken, Michael. Popcorn chicken dipped in pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes. Doesn't that sound nice? No? How about the Doberman we picked up at the pound on the way here? Yes, I know you like to dine on dog. I'll tell you what. Tell me why, and I'll let him in there with you. Better yet, just say anything, and I will feed to you this dog. Say apple, orange, banana. I don't care. Just say something. God damn you. You motherfucker. You know I'm sick, right? I don't have all year to watch you shit and piss your jumpsuit. You haven't eaten. You haven't slept. You haven't moved except for to breathe. All I've watched you do is breathe for a goddamn month. In and out. In and out. Aren't you at the very least fucking bored? Say something! Alright. My lease is literally up on this site. If I have to sign a new one, I swear to God, you're gonna be the first person I literally kill myself. Either you speak, or I will wheel my goddamn oxygen tank in there and beat your ass with it like your mother should have years ago. Congratulations, Michael. You win. I have to die now.
Who can take a sunrise? Sprinkle it with dew. Michael is so dead, and I hope he knows Abu. 15 years without that piece of shit. That dry ass smelling, Captain Kirk wearing, no good, Crystal of Lake killer wannabe. I like a fuck. A little bit, it's a little hot too. I'm feeling good. Let's get some Asian tea up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Boom. Ooh, yeah. That's like that goddamn Slim Jim man. Oh, yeah. Fuck. It's hot. It's looking good. What the hell? I thought it made more than this. Anyway, well, I guess it's, Motherfucker! Stop shit! You asshole! With your flip-flops! You nasty fungus! Die! Die! Diarrhea!
I hear you.
Die of fucking shit!
Dude, we got some new
Oh,
candles.
no.
Like I don't know, it's like peach mango or some shit like that. Like, you know, the smell good candles. And I walked into the room and it smells like a really bad poop that someone had in the restroom, and then they tried to use Glade on top of it, and maybe some hairspray because they ran out of Glade. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, you can always tell, like, when someone takes a big shit and they try to cover it up with a good smell.
Who took the shit, dude?
Nobody took a dump.
Oh.
Or maybe Buster farted and shit in here. I don't know, dude, but because there was nobody in here except him.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just saying, like, because I walked straight in and I'm like, God, what the fuck is that? Because it smelled like somebody took a dump and tried to hide it and mask the smell. And I was like, oh, it's the candle.
I hate it when you buy candles and they smell good in the store and then you light them
Yeah,
up and they smell
it
like
smelled,
farts.
dude, yeah, it smelled amazing, dude. It made me want to go like have a cocktail with Tom Cruise, like when I smelled it. And then when it's lit though, it's different.
That's the truth, dude. Either that or like they have no smell to them at all when they're lit, which really sucks too.
Yeah, that's the worst. And because you pay like that shit costs like $3.
Jason Owen says Loomis, the IRS said you can't claim Michael as a dependent since he's been declared dead since 81.
I declare him as dead. Does that work for you, Mr. IRS? Intel real small wiener. I know that's an extra letter on the name of IRS, but you can fuck yourself. I'm not gonna claim him anyway. I hope his mother wouldn't claim him. His own sister doesn't claim him. Nobody claims him, and I hope the Reaper does though. The Reaper claims him. Fuck you.
And there's one thing about the IRS: you can count on them fucking you.
Dude, IRS is the
Any
biggest
chance they
villain.
get.
They're worse than Michael. You can't kill those motherfuckers.
Oh, hell
like they'll
no.
come everywhere. You know, they don't just return every Halloween. They return. Well, they do. They return on tax season. By the way, I hope you guys filed it. It was 2 days ago, May 17th.
It was the day. You fucked if you didn't. Dirk Jason Hall says Danny Lloyd from The Shining was led to believe he was acting for a family drama and still didn't know that he watched till he watched the film as a teenager. There you go. At least they didn't fuck him up.
Danny from The Shining?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit, you mean they ate each other up? What the fuck did okay, how do you not know like when you're reading a certain he didn't know until they started filming. I get it. Okay. I was like I'm gonna say when he saw like some weird shit going on, he's like, this isn't no daytime drama.
Dude, I feel worse for the kid who was in Bingo. That movie's fucked up. Back at Terra says, have a nice pee-pee poo-poo. Glad you are back. My thoughts were getting the best of me talking to them. No, I won't change to another video. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Don't change to another video.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You stay here. You stay here because
Bill Bauer says any Halloween Kills news. I mean, not except to what we covered. I mean, they released that awesome badass like poster for Michael Myers' new mask that we just talked to Chris Nelson about.
Yeah. I think the most Halloween news that come out this week was just on this channel with Chris.
I mean, that's it. I mean, and again, we just talked about that. I mean, less is more. So I don't, and you know, Chris, actually, I didn't, you know, I know that Mike and I speculate a lot about like, oh, how'd they do that or whatever like that. But honestly, it's better to be like in the dark about how they do certain things, I guess. I mean, that actually does make sense. But then again, I will, in our defense, and I didn't say that to him because I forgot. But the only thing that we speculate is like when you saw the mask in Halloween, you know, the new poster for or not the poster, but the mask itself for Halloween Kills. The only thing we were speculating was like, is that flesh or bubbly flesh on his shoulder, or I mean, we weren't really talking about like the specifics behind the scene, how'd they do that, because I really don't want to know. It's like 5-year-olds. It's like, but do you think that his face got really hot and then it got melted when he was trying to get out of the
well,
like,
hey, to be fair, I mean, I asked that question because I am interested in knowing like how
you want to know
how he made the mask and stuff like that. But no, I mean, his answer actually changed my mind about even wanting to know, because I'm like, you know what, that's a good fucking point. You know, it's like that classic saying, you know, you don't want what you really want, because if you had it, it would kill you. You know what I mean? Like, so like, I'd rather actually not know. That's a really good point that he made there for sure.
Yeah. Well, Mike wanted to be Demi Moore to Chris Nelson's Patrick Swayze behind, as he sits behind you, you know, making the jar.
Yeah, I want to watch. Let the
and
boy
he wants to
watch.
teach me your ways.
Yes. Dirk Jason Hall says, Danny. Oh, I'm sorry. I already read that. My bad. Back at Terrace. I already read that too. Fuck me in the face. Mike Baglioni says, oh, and guys, sorry, I guessed the character from A Quiet Place literally 15 seconds after you posted on Twitter. LOL. Yeah, no. Fucking, hey, you movie fucking people know your shit. Okay? By the way, there's a new video that just went on the channel today recapping our first viewing of A Quiet Place called I Seen It, A Quiet Place.
That's really good shit.
Yeah, really had fun making that video, and I hope you guys will watch that because I think it's really good, personally. I'm biased, but I still think it was really good. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, what you doing?
I ain't on that Twitter. I don't tweets.
I don't
do it. You know why? It's because I can't fucking keep my sentences in the characters that they give you. Because I'd be typing forever, and I'm like, oh shit, I ran out of room.
Twitter's like your mortal enemy.
Yeah, it really is, dude. Because I mean, I can't even send a text message to Mike except it's literally in fucking book form, and I start a new paragraph. So I'll say something and I'll hit enter. Start a new paragraph here.
That's true.
Worse.
That's true. Real quick, we'll touch on the last news that we were going to talk about, and then we will review Army of the Dead. There's not too much in the way of news that we did not get to already, but a bunch of DC news came out today. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. It's been going around for a while, but Warner Brothers again is restructuring all their shit. They just did this with AT&T. And it fucked everything up, and now they're doing it again. They're conglomerating with Discovery now, who owns a bunch of TV networks and a bunch of shit like
lions
that.
fucking.
We're gonna see all sorts of wild
in a
shit.
DC movie.
But apparently people at Warner Brothers are very unhappy. They're like, we just fucking went through this shit. This company sucks. It's in disarray constantly. And it says here, the mood at the studio can only be described as grim following the bombshell news that AT&T has secretly orchestrated a deal with Discovery that will once again alter the playing field. Now Warner Brothers and the rest of Warner Media will be in limbo for at least a year while a fleet of lawyers and bankers complete the transaction with Discovery.
You know what? This is kind of like when Rita Repulsa says, "Make my monster grow." Like I don't, I've lost a lot of respect for Warner Brothers and Warner Media over how they treated Zack Snyder, and specifically the fact that they're a bunch of dickless cowards that won't release the actual numbers for Zack Snyder's Justice League because it knows it'll make them look like assholes. And them partnering with Discovery, the only good thing that comes out of that is the fact that it's possible that if it's a major shakeup in their studio, that you're going to get rid of the bad assholes, the bad seeds, and you're going to have somebody that's going to take it to the future. Take it to the rim, MJ. Take it to the rim.
And not only that, dude, but who's to say, and this was my question that I had inside of my own body when it happened, was it's going to be fucked up and no one knows what's going to happen. They announced a slew of stuff today. The dudes who did the Bad Boys for Life movie are going to be directing Batgirl. They announced the Injustice movie. J.J. Abrams is going to be behind a animated Batman movie. But
that's pretty cool.
I do wonder if there's a small, little bitty chance that, who knows, maybe the guys who come in and take over go, you know what? I'm going to restore the Snyderverse guy. Let's restore that fucking Snyderverse.
Dude, I hope it's true, and I hope that the CEO that's going to run it is the same kind of guy that Mike and I would be and be like, I got $1 billion in my pocket. I'm going to buy your shit, and I'm going to fire every motherfucker that ever got in my way for the Zack Snyder Justice League cut, and then I'm just going to start over. I think it might be true, though. It's kind of, it very, as a DC fan, as we are, it is encouraging to hear that the CEO that they're going to be running with at this point, that's going to be because the merger that's going to happen between Discovery and Warner Media, there's going to be one CEO that's over it. They said he brought up in the press conference multiple times Batman and Superman and the characters that they own. So he's a fan, and he's probably thinking to himself, he's like, this motherfucker is a gold mine. You guys aren't really doing anything with it. And I did read further in the article, it had mentioned that there, would does it necessarily mean there'll be more DC movies? No, but it does say there's going to be more DC content. So HBO Max will get more DC content, which is what we need, what we want. Yeah. And at that point, if Justice League, if the Snyder Cut continues on HBO Max, I needs that. Okay, I wants that, and I feel like that's a good start. Yeah, to do something like that. But
yeah, and look at what fucking Army of the Dead just did. I mean, and we'll talk about that, but it's getting, pretty great reviews without all the extra Warner Brothers crap. But I mean, it gets even worse than that. There's a bunch of like fucked up shit happening behind the scenes. They said the steady stream of restructuring and reinvention announcements issued since AT&T first agreed to buy Time Warner in 2016 has left executives across Warner Media exhausted and cynical. Department heads responded to the first whispers of the Discovery deal on Sunday with groans at the idea of having to yet again attempt to reassure their teams that the future is still promising. One source described the prospect of hearing yet another new group of leaders outline their vision as nausea-inducing. That sentiment represents an enormous leadership challenge for Discovery CEO David Zaslav when he ultimately takes over the combined company. So people working at Warner Brothers are tired of Warner Brothers fucking shit, basically.
Yeah, but the people working at Warner Brothers haven't really done a goddamn thing except like,
I'm talking about the lower totem people.
Oh yeah, the lower tier people. As far as those guys, yeah. I mean, I don't want anybody to lose their jobs, but I do think that the upper tier people that have been running Warner Brothers for a while, they need to fucking be goons. Okay, you need to be the unemployment line. I don't think you've done a justice to well, specifically the DC brand, like the fans that have come and supported you, through Man of Steel, through BVS, through all the bullshit, and you guys still act like complete toolbags and act like, oh no, Joss Whedon is the true fucking Justice League. I want those fuckers gone. I mean, I don't give a shit if I see you at like Save-A-Lot trying to buy bread, okay? Because you've had your time in the sun. But I don't want the little people, I don't mean it like that, but I don't want the lower tier people to lose their jobs or anything. I'm sure they'll be fine. A new direction is exactly what they need. Warner Brothers needs new direction. I mean, this is not, I don't think it's terrible news at all.
Yeah, and it could be great news. It just depends on what happens. Well, again, one of the things that they announced today was this new Batman animated series, which Jay and I agree, DC animated rocks the shit. Going back all the way to the first Batman animated series. It's fucking awesome. But this says a new Batman animated series is coming from J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves as producers. Don't get that twisted. They're not directors or anything out. And you never know when they announce a producer or whatever. Or is it a no-show title? Like, we just gave this guy $50,000, but he's not actually going to be there. It was because of some other backdoor deal.
Yeah.
That's some of the stuff that happens in Entourage, by the way, that if you watch it, you'll love. But they said, in their statement, they said, we are beyond excited to be working together to bring this character back to tell engrossing new stories in Gotham City. The series will be thrilling, cinematic, and evocative of Batman's noir roots while diving deeper into the psychology of these iconic characters. We cannot wait to share our new world. And they gave us a picture of the poster.
It looked good.
Batman Cape Crusader. I love the look of it. It reminds me of DC animated, but dude, I hate those fucking bat ears.
Well, I mean, I do know that the article goes on to mention, which is true. It's a representation of Batman's earlier roots in Detective Comics, with the weird ears and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it might start out that way. Maybe it's going to take place in the early years of Batman, which is great. I think that'd be fine. Yeah, and they also have Bruce Timm coming back on, one of the original animators for Batman the Animated Series, which is great. Yeah. I mean, Bruce is awesome. And he also was a co-creator of Harley Quinn. So I feel like J.J. Abrams, I'm not a fan of him coming on and fucking with DC necessarily, but I mean, if it's an animated thing, fine. Matt Reeves is fine in my book. Bruce Timm, though, being a part of the project, I'm 100% okay with it. And I kind of wonder if they're going to cast, I haven't heard anything about it, but Kevin Conroy to come back and do the voice of Batman, because then it really solidifies the goodness. But if they don't, that's fine. I mean, there's other people that could take that role on, but Kevin Conroy is so synonymous with Batman, the animated series. But it's been a while, man. It's been a long fucking trek since we've had a good animated Batman movie or Batman show.
Yeah.
Any kind of superhero show.
And that original one, like you said, rocked the shit. I mean, that was fucking awesome. If they go back to those roots, I'm totally down with it. And I know that harkens back to the original Batman stuff, but I do hate those bat ears. That's my only thing. I'm like, it'll take me a while to get used to them, but that's cool.
They're a little limp. He needs to buy extends.
You need to starch that bitch.
That's the unhappy Batman, because there's so much crime in Gotham. His ears go.
Sad Batman. If you are justice, do not
sad
lie.
Fleck. It'll just be Sad Fleck's face.
And then also, I lost it here. I must have fucking deleted it. I didn't mean to. They did have a show of Riddler. We saw some concept art for Riddler. I'm going to pull that up here real quick, and then I'll show that to you guys. What the fuck is it, man? Oh, here it is. Okay. Right here, you can see here, this is the Zodiac Killer is clearly a huge inspiration for the design of the Riddler, they say. I think that's a bit of a stretch. Looks more like the Gimp from Pulp Fiction to me, but you can see there, I don't know if that'll get bigger. Yeah, you can see that's some of the concept art. I like it because it's fucked up.
I saw someone say it looked like Cobra Commander. I'm like, yeah, it kind of does. It kind of do though.
This is the real Snake Eyes trailer.
I don't mind it. He's hiding his intelligence. If they're gonna go with that design, it looks freaky. I was actually more reminded of that movie, The Collector. You know what I mean? Like the way he looked in The Collector.
I could see that.
Yeah, I didn't really put two and two together about the Zodiac Killer, because I didn't really follow it that closely, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna go with that one, but the other guy, the way they have the Riddler look, he just looks like he got pissed off, and he's gonna wear a hood to disguise his identity. I don't know, because he's poor. And he can't come up with a great costume. I don't know.
That guy looks like a weird ass serial killer who likes to put stuff in people's butts. That's what.
He's like, hey, I found this potato sack out by the farm. I'm gonna put this on my head and cut some eye holes in it, and be like, I'm the Riddler.
I actually like it though. I think it's kind of fucked up. It's scary. Like, if that guy fucking shows up with a riddle at your fucking door, you're gonna be scared. That's kind of horrific.
Is that so? The guy on the left is the Riddler, right?
Right. The guy on the right's the
actual Zodiac killer.
Yeah, it's a Zodiac drawing.
He kind of looks like one of Santa's helpers that got fired and got really pissed off and decided to like wrap his face in duct tape, electrical tape, and get revenge.
He looks like one of the when you get to King Koopa's castle and he like drops on your head. He's got that square like come to life as a serial killer. But no, I like it. I think the Riddler looks dope as shit. I like that serial killer-esque thing they got going on for him. And then finally, just one more thing I wanted to talk about before we got into the Army of the Dead review is put up a poll today, and I thought the results were pretty interesting on it. Take it or leave it. I want to see what you guys think about this. Take it or leave it. You get a Friday the 13th movie, okay? But the only caveat is Jason has to wear a new mask because of the lawsuit. They have to devise Jason a new mask. It can't be the classic hockey mask because of the lawsuit. Do you take it or do you leave it?
I could take it, and I'd make his mask look like Casey Jones in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I would do that. I would do that too.
Yeah, because it's not technically the classic Jason mask. Who the fuck are, like, you can't be like, oh, I'm mad at you. I mean, if you make him look like Casey Jones, but I don't know. Or just go back to the backhead Jason. If they have to go back to the backhead Jason, then so be it. Fuck it. I'll go with that too.
That's what a lot of people who responded to this said. They were like, "Hey, if it's Baghead Jason, then I'm fucking down. Let's do Baghead Jason." And why the fuck not do Baghead Jason? Yeah. But ultimately, 57% said take it. 328 votes on this. 57% said take it. 43% said leave it. So it's pretty much in the middle. But yeah, dude, if you're gonna do Baghead Jason, then I'm fucking let's make the fucking movie. You know what I mean? I'm all in on that shit. I think that's
just
pretty
put a goddamn pirate patch on him and make him run around going, "Hey, you guys," because they look the same. You know what? Even unmask him. Like, that's a terrifying visage. Him running through the roof going, "Oh,
yeah, dude. Ghost Jason. Fucking
yeah.
This Jason right here. Hang on. I'll show you guys. This Jason right here. Fucking Ghost Jason running around with that face killing people. I think that's scaring fucking Jason. I'm 100% down.
Honestly, I would be fine with that. Or dude, what about this? Dude, what how fucked up this is. What if he carved in his flesh?
Oh, that'd be fucked.
The Jason.
You
the
took
Jason.
My mask, I'll draw my fucking own, bro.
Yeah, if he carved in his fucking flesh the actual hockey mask, they can't sue you for it because it's part of his skin. That's fucking weird. And then like he pulled all of his teeth out to make it look like.
They just make it a thing in the beginning of the movie. He loses his mask. You never see it, but he's looking around feverishly for his mask. It's like, and then his mother's like, "You can't find your mask, can you, Jason?"
Yeah,
that's not an excuse. Get it. And he's like, "Oh."
I thought you were gonna say you can make it in the beginning of the film that he loses his teeth because he didn't brush twice a day.
That's true too. That's what happened here.
But no, yeah, I mean, you got to take that, man. Like, if that was the only chance to get a new Jason movie, I mean, there's so many. Yeah, the bag, they can't sue you. Like, who's gonna sue you? The tater farmers in Idaho? They're not gonna sue you over the bag.
Two of the most popular entries in the entire franchise don't have it in there already, right? So, fuck it.
Yeah, and the fact is, you could do so much with just, like, again, even if he weren't going to wear a mask. I know it's not iconic Jason. I know a lot of people will get mad about that, and they're also going to call us, dumb dick fanboys of, they're like, well, what if they were going to do that to Michael Myers? But Michael Myers is different.
He's always had
the mask is like the Batman to him, but I feel like Jason is like, he's something you can like switch him in and out of that role. Like, if he had the mask on, it's awesome and he looks cool with the Jason mask.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if he didn't have one, he's just as terrifying.
Yeah.
And really, if you got to really, split hairs about it, Jason's not nearly as interesting as Michael Myers. I mean, really, he's a dude that survived off the land for a long time. His mama got her head cut off, and that's what it is. He's not. Mama. I don't know.
Never
but yeah, I mean, you got to take that.
Yeah, I'm into it too. Sean Davis says, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. He says, hey, peeps, LOL, smell good candles, LOL, only in Kentucky. Just want to let you know that I won't be here Friday because this channel blows and I have better things to do.
Hey, all right. I like your honesty and I support you. You're going to get a button of fuck you.
He said, LOL, just kidding. Love you, drunks. Hashtag pants are the devil.
Oh, what a pantsless asshole he is. I love that guy. And by the way, I know I call them smell good candles. I don't even know. What are they called? Scented candles?
Scented candles. Yeah, that makes, I think that's
But that,
correct.
I just feel like I'm like propositioning somebody like, hey, would you like to come over to my house? I got new scented candles in the back. But I just call, I guess that's how I was raised. Like my mom would always be like, oh yeah, I got some new smell good candles all lit up around the house. You smell them? They smell good, don't they? I just call them smell good candles. But you know what the weird thing is? If I went to Walmart or if I went anywhere and I'm like, hey, where's your smell good aisle? Like your smell good candle aisle. They'll be like, oh, it's on aisle 4.
I can't promise they'll all smell good though.
Yeah, I was like, well, shit. Yeah, that's if I went to the fucking Leatherface like outlet mall.
Like they said, hashtag pants are the devil. It's like the Conjuring 3, pants are the devil.
I feel like Sean Davis is gonna be like a new villain in Batman.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see him as the Riddler.
Sean Davis, pantsless rogues gallery guy. He just runs around committing crimes and leaving pants behind.
There's that guy's dick again. Dirk Jason Hall, thanks, buddy. He says, who's y'all's favorite modern day slasher, Art the Clown or Victor Crowley? And I can't think of any others. Can you all? Modern, I don't know if you could call
those two.
He said, or any others that you can think of. I don't know if you could call Leslie Vernon modern. That came out a while ago. I'd go Leslie Vernon out of those three, though. Even though I like all three.
Victor Crowley's cool. Leslie Vernon's cool. You know what? Honestly, I would. And I know it's unpopular, but would you consider Jeepers Creepers, the Creeper, more modern than?
I would consider that modern. Yeah.
Yeah, and I understand about the director. I'm not talking about that, but I feel like the Creeper is one of the last that could be added in to that amazing lineup with Jason, Freddy, and Michael.
Yeah,
I would go with the Creeper.
Yeah, no, that's not. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure I would too. I mean, there's been good one-offs. You know, Hellfest had a decent thing, and then oh God, Freaky, Vince Vaughn's guy, but nothing with enough lasting power. Or the baby from Died Another Day. You know what I'm talking about? The fucking time travel movie. Bad baby, Happy Death Day. The baby from Happy Death Day. But
if I'm in the club, but
I still consider Ghostface modern. I mean, it's since Scream 4. It's not been that long since.
Well,
Scream 4.
because we're older than fucking dirt.
That's probably true.
You know what it is? But out of those two, I would pick Art the Clown over Victor Crowley.
I would too. Yeah, I would.
Like,
too.
I just feel like he's more brutal. He's more scary in a lot of ways, and I feel like he's a lot more mysterious than Victor Crowley.
Yeah, I'd go with that too. I think. Gypsy Warrior says Tim, Awesome Reeves, not sure Abrams, no thank you. Tim, Awesome Reeves, not sure Abrams, no thank. I don't know what you meant there. But I love
Bruce Tim. He's saying Bruce Tim, awesome. Reeves, awesome. Abrams, no thank you.
Reeves,
that's the only thing I'm. Reeves, not sure. Yeah, because the movie's not out yet. The Batman's not out yet, so you don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like the small little bits that we've got from Matt Reeves in the Batman with Robert Pattinson. I feel like it's going to be an awesome movie. I really do feel like it's going to be like 7. I feel like they're going to go full on with that. Yeah. But you're right, J.J. Abrams. That's a question mark. I don't know. I don't know, Jim.
It would be interesting, no doubt. Monet Cloette says, are we doing something special for 130,000 subscribers? And are you guys still going to react live to the Halloween Kills trailer with Lee, Wolfman, and Jimmy? Go well, and thanks for the great show, guys. Thank you, Monet. Really appreciate the super chat there. Don't know. I hate to say that, but our schedules are so fucked over the next coming months, you know, with everything that's been happening with COVID and stuff like that. We're 1,000 years behind in everything we need to do for this channel. So I can't say for sure what we're going to do and what we're not going to do, but I can tell you that
we're going to give them all chocolate Easter baskets, every single one of them.
And also for 130K, we'll probably have a live stream, which if we weren't doing live streams twice a week, if we got to a subscriber milestone, we would just do a special live stream.
But
so
here's the weird thing I mean, it's amazing, but it's 130. I figure we would do something for like 150.
Yeah, and here
we would do, belly shots off, like, we would go to Chippendales and do belly shots off those guys, cocks or something.
And the rate we're going, that'll be interesting because we'll be fucking 72.
That's funny, dude, because you say 72. I say that we'll be like 7 years old in the grave by the time that happens.
We'll Benjamin Button all the way back to 7 years old. So I'm not sure, Mornay, but we'll definitely have a live stream, and we definitely appreciate every single subscriber we get. We're not saying that. I'm just saying YouTube's doing something really fucking weird right now, and all the numbers have died, and it's just a really strange place to be on YouTube right now.
Well, you know, you might. I mean, it's already pretty much. I mean, I think Mike posted this. We're it's not a. Our network is leaving us. We've divorced. They're taking the kids in the car, and we're homeless. But that's pretty much what happened. They said, "Hey, we're moving in a different direction. Yeah. I don't know what you're gonna do with your life, but you know, good luck to you." It's pretty much like anybody that gives you an F in school, like, "Hey, you're gonna work flipping burgers." But it is what it is. But you know, that's why, you know, the numbers are kind of weird and strange, and that's why we've been in a weird place as far as like where we are with the channel. So
yeah, and I've heard horror stories about when you leave a multi-channel network, or when they leave you, shit gets really weird for a month or so, and your numbers will drop. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's certainly happening, and it's been happening since I got the email. And then you've got weird shit going on, like YouTube right now is going after us for one of our top 3 most popular videos of the past 10 years. Yeah. Because they're saying, and it's not YouTube specifically doing it, this company is copyright claiming one of our Halloween videos for the Halloween theme music. But here's the thing. The Halloween theme music's not in the fucking video.
You know what it is? I'll bet because they're trying to get you on the Vanilla Ice thing. It's like theirs goes ding 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 ding. Mine goes ding 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 ding.
It's not even close.
I know what you're talking about because I know it's the royalty-free music. Yeah, so those guys can go fly a fucking kite.
Yeah, it's not even fucking close. So we're fighting with people on that, and YouTube's not. I don't know if they're not recommending our videos or if people just are sick of our shit, which is also a good possibility.
Hey, but we're not. I mean, we're not leaving YouTube, but I'm just saying, like, as far as our network goes, I mean, you know, it is what it is. It feels so weird too that we're gonna, you know, our partnership is gonna end because it's kind of like that. You know, we're the girl and they're the guy, and they're like, she's like, I let you touch my tit though. It's like, yeah, I know, but I found somebody better than you. I gotta let you go. Yeah. Like, oh, okay.
And you know, they never did anything for us.
And they were so nice about it too. They were so nice because they were like, we're just moving in a different direction rather than just saying, you guys fucking suck and we don't like your content. We think you're human trash bags. Fuck off.
The funny thing is, they never did anything for us anyway. If you guys are starting a YouTube channel, the number one thing I can recommend to you is not to join an MCN, because I don't know what the fuck they did for us the entire goddamn time we were on there at all. All I know is that now that we're not on there, all of a sudden our fucking numbers and our analytics are in the fucking toilet.
Yeah, Sub-Zero butt fucked it. Yeah, but that's apparently it's just it's a birthing pain.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, we were young and stupid once, and we signed on with the network, and I think that we probably shouldn't have done it.
Snoop-a-loop,
because we thought we were big shots. She was like, "Well, we got a network behind us, y'all. I'm gonna go to the karaoke bar and be like, guess what? I've got a YouTube channel with a network." And they're gonna be
all I can say is thank God for you Patreons, and for everybody that super chats and everybody who watches the show. Thanks for keeping us going in these rough waters. You know,
yeah,
really appreciate.
I guess we're gonna go to if worst comes to worst, we'll go to fucking Rumble. That's the only. I just heard Rumble mentioned today, and I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently that's a thing, Rumble. But yeah, we'll be fine. It's just it's interesting because no longer it won't be that network, and it's kind of weird.
It's just us, yeah. Well, like I said, they never did anything anyway. But like, it reminds me of Rockstar when he's like, "You'd be paying to coppers in the chew without me." You know what I mean? Like,
well, I just queen. I what? Damn you! God damn you! I really want Jennifer Aniston like type character to come out of nowhere and yell at our network and be like, because I'm a businesswoman and I go where the talent is, and all the fucking talent in this room just walked out the door. Woo! And we're not gonna tell you the network name because I'm not looking to get sued or like have any kind of problems with them later on.
Yeah, just don't join an MCN at all because apparently they're all shit.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with talking about it. I mean, specifically, they take a giant chunk out of what you make, and then they don't do a goddamn thing for you. So if you're paying money for them to actually help you out, and you could see the difference, if you can actually see it, that'd be one thing. But they don't defend you. They don't do a fucking thing. All the MCA or DMCA claims or all the other things, like, you know, you get like flagged on a video. They don't do a fucking thing. They fall back in their shelter and be like, gotta handle it on your own.
Fought all those my very self, fucking dispute after dispute after dispute. Never had any help. And with this, what's going on right now, I do have a claim out to them and said, hey, this is fucking bullshit. That Halloween song is not in this fucking video. So what happens, for those of you who don't know, I'll be brief, but what happens is when someone claims that you have their song in your video, you have the option to dispute the claim. Every single time we do a trailer reaction, this happens. Apart from Universal, even if it's Warner Brothers, most of them are cool about it. You write them, you have to go through a whole process. You send a message, say, hey, we're not stealing your content, we're reacting to a video, and in essence, we're promoting it. It falls under fair use because it's a reaction video. Couple days, they'll release the claim, you're good to go. What happened in this case is a video from years ago that has over 2 million views. I think almost, I could be completely wrong, but I think this one has almost 5 million views on it.
They pick and choose what they want.
They came out and they claimed it. Didn't tell me. So they've been sharing our revenue from that video.
Yeah, they're siphoning it. No, they don't just share
and YouTube didn't let us know. They fucking did it. I only found it because I was going back through old videos and was like, why the fuck is there a copyright claim on this video?
The worst thing is they don't just share it with you. They butt fuck you with their eyes wide open, looking into yours while they're doing it. They take all.
Well, in this case,
oh yeah, I like sharing audience members. No, they're fucking you right in the ass, and you're not even knowing about it.
Normally, they do take all. In this case, it did say it was sharing. You're sharing your revenue with someone on this video that's like one of your biggest earning videos. And I thought, what the fuck for? I look it up, and they said it says ASPAC Music Productions or whatever says that you're using the Halloween theme in this video. Halloween theme,
fucking shit.
I mean, you can watch it for yourself. It's the
Dude,
Sundays.
I'm glad that you're in charge of that because I swear to God, if I emailed them, I would just say bull hashtag fucking shit.
It says if you go watch the Sundays with Michael video, if you don't believe me, it says the Halloween theme song's in there. It's not in there. So I disputed it. And when you dispute it, you do all the shit I said. And then typically if it's a bullshit claim, they'll come back and be like, hey, congratulations, it's been released. Yeah. In this case, they came back and they rejected my dispute. They said that their song was in the video, that their song's not fucking in. And then when you go to dispute that, YouTube says, by the way, if they don't watch the video at all again, like they didn't last time, and they just click reject again, like they did last time, you will get a copyright strike on your channel, and you could lose the video, and you could lose your fucking channel. You have nowhere to fucking go. You have nowhere to fucking go. They fuck you in the drive-thru. They fuck you, and that is what they're doing to us basically. So I can't dispute it because I'm not going to risk the channel. I'm not going to risk fucking 10 years of our lives on one goddamn video. So what do you do?
And it's not. And look, the way that YouTube is going lately, I don't even know anymore, like what is acceptable, what's not acceptable. They change their fucking rules like a girl changes her tampon every month. I have no fucking clue what they want us to do or I just don't. But it's not even them in this instance. But I feel like the fucking policy on how to dispute claims are bullshit. The fact that anybody can come out of the goddamn Hickory Blue and say, they're using my fucking music because I heard a chime. There was like bells outside and there was a chime and it sounds familiar. Dude, one time we did a commentary for and again it was in there, not disputing that, but we did a commentary for a horror movie a long time ago, and these fucking nobodies came out of the woodwork and said, claiming it, or their company did. It was a shitty movie and it was a shitty song. And I'm like, nobody listened to your fucking garbage juice. Nobody bought your record, dude. The only people that bought it are people in your own family. Because
it was a piece of something else. It wasn't even what we were covering.
It was garbage. Yeah, and I was like, dude, I would never, if I were going to get busted for anything, I would use some like fucking Led Zeppelin or Kiss music or something and be like, come get me. But this was like some shitty fucking no man's garage band garbage juice that they never sold a fucking it's so fucking stupid.
It's a shit show, man. Dirk Jason All says going to see Texas Frightmare in September. Hope to see you. I don't know if we'll be at that one. I don't know exactly where we'll be, what we'll be.
You can find us pissed on the Alamo like Ozzy Osbourne. You can find me
in the club, bottle full of bud. I'd love to be there. We'll see. We're planning all that shit out, where we're going to be, what convention's at right now. Mornay Cloy says, damn, I know. Damn, right? It's a wild world we live in. But apart we got no strikes so far.
P-Rich was asking how many. Yeah, we don't have any strikes. Thankfully, thank God. Because
you don't want to get one now, because then you're even deeper fucked.
And it's coming down on a lot of other channels, bro. So that's one of those things that you got to be real careful about. That's why me and Mike are limiting our cussing, for the minute. We're trying to follow the guidelines, but like I said, like their policy and their guidelines change all the fucking time. And, and it's one of those things that you don't know. The worst thing about it is it's like working for a guy and they hire you on. And then they change the fucking rules every 6 months, even though you agree to a contract with them the first initial time. Then they were like, oh yeah, but either way, you kind of fucked up here because the new policy dictates, like, yeah, but you hired me before you wrote the new policy, so you can suck my butthole. And they're like, no. This is the new policy. It's like you jump through hoops, man. You jump through fucking hoops.
Yeah, you're fucked no matter what you do. As a creator, you're shit out of luck. And then you have other people wanting you to come to their platform, and you're like, man, we create for YouTube, we create for Patreon. I don't want to shortchange our Patreons by creating for you. And they're like, well, go fuck yourself then. I'm like, I guess we'll fucking fuck ourselves. We'll stay with the people that are fucking us because they've got us knee deep and we can't do anything else. But anyways, Sean Davis says, curse you, Batman. You'll never stop pants, dude. And my henchman, khaki, skinny jeans, slacks, and corduroy. Attack him and bring me his pants. The bad guy to be, get him. Get him.
Bring me his belt, and I will hang him up by his shoelaces. Yeah. By the way, really quick, Cornpone. Yes, the strikes do expire after 90 days, but if you get struck within those 90 days, your fucking channel is permanently gone.
Yeah. So
that's where it's scary, because if you get one strike, 90 days, you get 2 strikes and 3 in 90 days, you're out.
And if they're able to give us a strike for putting the Halloween theme song in a video that we didn't put the Halloween theme song is, who's to say tomorrow they're not going to go to every video with Michael Myers in and say the Halloween theme song is in them too, and then take all those down as well. So it's like a fucking slippery slope, bro.
Yep.
You can't even fuck with it, especially not in our position where we don't matter. Austin
T-Rich
says,
no, you guys don't want that. No, I don't want that.
No,
it's like YouTube is beating the shit out of you, like they're Iron Man in Avengers Age of Ultron. It's like, it was all right, good conversation. It's like, no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
Austin says it's probably the bad guy from Mandy claiming that shit. Yeah, he's just standing there jacking it feverishly going, ah.
Yeah, that guy that drinks gasoline and farts fire. Like that dude. The one with the spikes in his
I was thinking the cult dude that's like, get me the horn of Abraxas.
Oh, that dude. Yeah, the horn of Abraxas dude.
Anyways, all right. Army of the Dead. Speaking of which, Army of the Dead, Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead in theaters now. I think it's still in theaters. Comes out on Netflix on Friday. On May 21st, it comes out on Netflix. Jay and I got to see it, and we fucking love it.
Dude, it was so good.
And if you're a Zack Snyder fan, if you enjoyed Zack Snyder's Justice League, if you enjoy Zack Snyder's Jib, you're gonna fucking love this. And I think that most of the people who hate Zack Snyder's shit, it's only because of the weird DC tie-ins and they want Superman to be this or Batman to be this. I think even those people are going to fucking love this because it's the exact same as those movies with all the Snyderisms and stuff like that, but it's not on these characters that people get so hung up on. So I think they'll be able to actually cut loose for a little bit and fucking enjoy the goddamn movie.
Yeah, man. Look, I was trying to think of something like to encompass my feelings for this movie, and it was pretty much Kenny Loggins when I watched it, playing with the boys after chasing sunset. One of life's simple joys is killing zombies. It's one of those movies, dude, that like it's got the good shit, Zack Snyder, Dawn of the Dead, and it mixes it really well with something like Ghosts of Mars, which a very underrated flick. Amazing. And then it's got a little bit of a video game element to it that works. It's got like a Dead Rising kind of thing with Frank West. It's got all that. And you're right. The flavor, Dave, is still there because at the very beginning of the movie, they had this slow-mo kind of recap with the music playing, very similar to Watchmen, very similar to Dawn of the Dead, the remake. And I loved it. I loved every single fucking minute of it. I loved it so much, dude. I played the Cranberry Zombie, which they play in the movie, over and over again on my fucking phone. Yeah. I love that song after watching that.
It's a great song.
And I gotta be honest, dude. I thought somebody had been poking your butt with a stick for a long time when you said that Dave Bautista was better than The Rock. But after watching this, man, it's up there. It's a tie because Dave Bautista, I thought they gave him a role of Drax because he didn't have a lot of roles and he had to play that like very straight man, and that's why it was funny. A very wooden actor, and that worked for him in his favor as playing Drax. But dude, this guy's got the emotional range, he's got the action sense, the sense to him, and overall just a really charismatic dude. And I'm gonna tell you what, I love Dave Bautista so much in this flick, I would kiss him on the cheek and take him to Sonic for a slushie. Maybe he's on the same level as The Rock. He really is. After this movie.
And I said this, I told you this before, I think he's better than The Rock because I think that Batista, if The Rock is Schwarzenegger, as far as just like unstoppable, just huge fucking dude. You know what I mean? Batista is Stallone, which I don't get me wrong, I take Schwarzenegger over Stallone, but Batista's Stallone in that he's
like they're really watching this. Like, I love you, Sly.
I gotta just stay truthful to myself, man. That's all I can do. But Batista is big and stuff like The Rock, but to me, he has more of a humanistic expression. I can picture Batista down on his luck flipping burgers like he was after winning the fucking the Medal of Honor or whatever it was that he won. I could picture that. I could picture him trying
Freedom
to be
Medal.
Yeah, I could picture him trying to be a good dad, but fucking up and just making the wrong decisions like he was in that movie. He's really believable. Or a better example would be Jean-Claude Van Damme as an action hero, because when he's down on his luck and he's trying to do the right thing, but he keeps making the wrong choices, Jean-Claude Van Damme sells that to me really well, like in movies like Lionheart. That is exactly what David Batista does in this as a dad, as a human being. He keeps trying to make the right choices, and he is a big badass dude, but he's a big lovable badass dude. I think the dude's got a big future.
Dude,
man.
I think that Dave Batista really, really shines in this. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he has learned and grown as an actor. You can tell a lot more confident when he's delivering lines and the way that he's doing things. I mean, I don't know, like he was just selling it. He sold it so well. And I also the other thing about the movie that I really liked a lot was the camaraderie. It kind of reminded me of Aliens a little bit, like Aliens, when the group gets together to tackle the xenomorphs. It kind of reminded me of that whole thing. Like, you know, they're like all kind of, you know, sizing each other up, and you got the Joker, you've got the tough girl, you got the tough guy, you've got the guy that doesn't really want to be there. Like, there's so many great moments in that as far as the camaraderie goes that really sold it. And I gotta say, man, 2 hours and 20 minutes goes by in 5 seconds. It's so fucking, it flows so well. By the way, I will point, Corjai asked, is it better than Dawn of the Dead? The remake, I'm assuming. I don't think it's better than Dawn of the Dead, but it's up there.
They're
it's
very
up
different.
there. I feel like Dawn of the Dead, Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, like if you like that movie, if you liked Dawn of the Dead, the Zack Snyder version, you're going to love this fucking movie. It falls in the same universe in a way, and the same kind of style that Zack Snyder did with Dawn of the Dead. But dude, overall, this movie, dude, I was so fucking like psyched when it was over. I mean, I just wanted to go kill crackheads in a crack house. Like, because if you're Army of the Dead, that's what Army of the Deads are. First off, fuck them. Okay, maybe I say crack dealers, but like that's what Army of the Dead is. Like, it's just one of those movies that really hypes you out of your seat, dude. And you're like, fuck, dude. I felt like I played an amazing video game with a great story, no holds bar, with a lot of graphic violence, good acting. I had fun, dude. Like it's a roller coaster ride of fun.
I had a great time too, and I think in regards to Dawn of the Dead, I think Dawn of the Dead was a meaner. It was like meaner, you know. It was like a little bit grittier, a little bit meaner, a little bit darker. But Army of the Dead, it's not as dark and gritty and mean, but it has the benefit of all the experience Zack Snyder's gained as a director, because that was his first movie from then till now, and it makes up for that.
That was his first movie.
Dawn of the Dead was, yeah.
Oh shit! I thought it was something else.
No, and
God
like,
damn, that man is talented. Give him the Freedom Award. You son of a bitch.
It doesn't have that dark meanness to it that movie does. It has its little moments like that, and in the gore, there's a couple gory scenes that are like, oh fucking shit. One of them in the opening, it's got this big. It's almost the opening is almost like the Friday the 13th reboot, where it's like it's a movie in itself, and it's a long opening. It's the kind of shit Warner Brothers would never fucking let him do. By the way, this was supposed to be a Warner Brothers films. They sold it to Netflix. Thank you, Warner Brothers. Appreciate it, because we got the movie as it was meant to be.
And
fucking
Netflix,
served.
man, my respect went up you like 5 points because of that.
Yeah, but it's funny. It's the movie's funny. Garrett Dillahunt's in the movie. He's sort of a baddish kind of character. He's fucking hilarious. Batista's funny, and also you believe his emotional arc that he goes through. I loved his daughter. I thought she was really good in it. I loved all the characters. They kind of do the Guardians of the Galaxy esque thing with it, right? Like they're all sort of badasses, and none of them are perfect, and they're all a little fucked up, but you like them all anyway.
That's what. Because I didn't get the Guardians of the Galaxy. I get more of the Aliens vibe. When the Space Marines, but yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, it's got the comedy element in it that works and sells it. It sells it really well.
Yeah.
But Holly Roxy asked, "Is it more action than horror?" I would say it's more action for sure. But it's fun, and that's the thing. There's horror elements in it, and when I mentioned Ghosts of Mars, again, a very underrated flick. If you guys get a chance, check it out with Ice Cube. I know that should have never come out of any person's mouth that watches film. Check out that movie with Ice Cube. It was really good. Other than
John
Friday,
Carpenter, though, right?
Other than Friday, yeah. But it's one of those movies that it when I say Ghosts of Mars, like because I don't want to give away too much about the zombies, because the zombies it starts as very atypical. You know, they're very atypical of Zack Snyder's zombies. They run, they bite, they fart, they pee everywhere. But then it changes, and then you discover that there's something else going on with more elite zombies, is all I could say. When you figure that out, they put that story element in, and then it changes the movie, and the tone is a little different. And then in the middle of all of this, there's a heist going on, kind of like Ocean's 11 kind of thing going on, and I was like. And it's in fucking Vegas. You can't pick a better city. I don't know, man. It's phenomenal, and it is in my top 5. Poor Jai. It's in my top 5.
And look, the opening of the movie alone, it gives you so much. It gives you the heist feel to, like, it gives you the zombie movie. It gives you the what would zombies in Vegas look like? You've got that wrapped up in a fucking bow by the time the title drops. And then you get into the story and you get into the characters. And this is the first time Zach's shot on digital film, with the exception of the end of the new footage he shot for Justice League at the end there. And you can tell it's really fun to watch him use that weird blur that like he used on the Joker's face when all that shit was going in the background. He does some cool shit with the camera work. There's a lot of, if you're a fan of Snyderisms, they're all there and you're going to have a blast with those. But apart from that, like you said, the high stuff was good. The guy who was the safe cracker, fucking hilarious.
I love that dude. That dude was great. And I also like the relationship with him and the other dude that grows over time. Again, that goes back to the camaraderie.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's hilarious that people accuse Zack Snyder of not knowing how to build character or have any kind of emotional impact or any of that shit, or any emotion in the film. Because what Zack Snyder is really good at is blending the human experience and that element into amazing action pieces and special effects that work within that flick. And I just feel like everybody that hates him has literally had a dildo stuck up their butt since 1979, and they just don't like Zack Snyder for whatever the fuck reason. Dude, I was literally telling Mike the other day, last week or something, I guess, it is the strangest. I feel like there should be a fucking like unsolved mystery case opened up on Zack Snyder, why people hate that guy so much. Because he seems like such a genuine, like the real art, like the real dude, the real guy. He cares about his fans, he cares about his work, and he just wants to deliver the best product. And he is so fucking hated by critics. Anytime
anybody who's ever worked with him at all has been asked in these articles where they're trying to dig up dirt on him, every single person that they've talked to throughout this whole Warner Brothers thing has said, no, Zach's fucking awesome. I love Zach. Zach's cool shit.
And even the actors, the actors come out and say, hey, I never had as much fun working with Zach, because he really listens to ideas.
Some fucking corporate head at Warner Brothers got a fucking axe to grind and couldn't handle that his power. And Zach told him no. Zach told him fucking no for whatever it was. Zach told him no. And he could not fucking handle that his power as this gigantic Warner Brothers executive would not play, because Zach went the other way and he went to his fans and they backed him up. And that's why we're here. I mean, that is exactly why we're talking about this.
The Warner Brother exec was William Dafoe as Green Goblin. Nobody says no to me.
I guarantee someone in some room at some point screamed across a fucking a gigantic boardroom and said, I will fucking fuck your career. You'll never work in this town again. And then Zack Snyder went out and did whatever he wanted to do anyways. And that's why we're here. He fucked them.
But
it's weird, but Zack Snyder's winning right now, buddy.
And I would blame it on Warner Brothers. But the thing is, there's been hate for Snyder since Dawn of the Dead, the remake. Yeah. And I remember back in those days when they were talking about the fact that Zack Snyder is like, he pissed all over George Romero's legacy by making the zombies run. And, his response was like, it's fucking fiction, you dumb shits. And they're like, what about the rigor mortis? Wouldn't the rigor mortis have set in and they couldn't run? Their muscles would be rigor and mortis.
It's
and
the
he's
dumbest
like,
shit ever.
How about you fucking get smart and like eat some Smarties, you dumbass. I don't care. I'm making an entertaining movie. And he also acknowledged that Romero's films were great and they were scary for the reason that it's a terrifying notion that slow shambling zombies are closing in on you. He just said to amp up the action, he made them run. Who fucking cares? They're goddamn zombies. It's fiction
to fiction. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
like,
it's fiction. Woo. But I don't know. It's so weird. I swear to God, where's the fucking case file on why Zack Snyder is one of the most hated directors in Hollywood?
I 110% agree with you, dude. I think that the guy he's Michael Bay. If Michael Bay knew how to make emotional and characters who had depth, he has all the action chops. He has a really cool action thing. He has a trademark. Which, as much as we hate Rob Zombie, I love watching Rob Zombie's new films, hoping that he'll get his shit together because he has a trademark. He has a way he does
that
things.
That guy's permanent on an acid trip.
I always enjoy watching these directors who have their trademarks and watching like M. Night Shyamalan. I enjoy that. Even if the final product's not exactly what you want it to be, I still enjoy watching them craft using their tools. And Zack Snyder's one of those guys. But I think that in this case, all that stuff's there. And you know what else is there that really fascinates me about this movie? Is that he did the exact same fucking thing with Army of the Dead that he did with Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. And then he left this trail of things that could be further movies. Even in the ending of the movie, even when characters are going through extremely crazy situations, when the movie ends, you're left going, fuck. Okay, the movie just ended, but what happened with this character? You could go here and do this. With this character, that could have gone here and done this. The way that he ends the movie is fascinating because it feels like he created Army of the Dead to be a universe like the Snyderverse, right? Like you could see like 3 or 4 movies spawning out of what he did in this movie.
Yeah.
That being said, this movie was still enough. It had action, it had comedy, it had emotion, it's a fucking summer blockbuster.
Dude, I loved it.
It was a fascinating, gory, fun, horror fucking action. It had everything in it. It's a 9 for me, a 9 out of 10.
Dude, it's a 9.5. I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, I almost gave it a 10. And no doubt it's in my top 10. It's the Baskin 31 flavors. He gives you every fucking thing. You lick that bitch, you might get some lemon lime. You lick it again, you might get some vanilla. You lick it one more time, it's like, is that Rocky Road? I don't know, but I'm diving in. But that's what it was, man. That's watching this movie, I'm like, thank God people like Zack Snyder exist.
Yes.
Because it brought me back to a time when I was a kid and I used to rent flicks at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video or whatever and bring them home and watch them. And then you'd be like, I don't know what to expect. I just saw the cover art. It looked cool. Maybe it was a horror movie. Maybe it was an action flick. And I popped it in and it blew my fucking mind, dude. It had every good thing. It's got great music. It's got great action scenes. It's got the gore, the violence. It's also got character build and development in it as well. And the relationships that are being built. I absolutely adore this flick, dude. I really do. And you're right. I think that overall, I think it's one of those movies that definitely lends itself to build a universe around it. And I think that's what he wants to do. I think that if anything, maybe he's like, if Netflix offers me to, come back and do Army of the Dead and kind of extend it out and see what happens after the film, I'll totally do it because I just want people to see what I can do within a universe that I create. And maybe that's also another, like him spreading his cheeks and saying, kiss my fucking chocolate starfish, Warner Brothers, because I could have given this to you with the DC Justice League, with the Zack Snyder's Justice League. But you guys said, no, fuck that. Dude, you guys, I'm telling you, not just zombie fans, action fans, horror fans, drama fans, do yourself a favor and check this flick out because it will not disappoint you on any level, child. Not one level.
And I'm saying all of this with the caveat that I'm not a fan of some of the decisions that happen with certain characters at the end of the movies. I fucking hate it. And it's just because I like the characters.
That one, I know what you're talking about.
A couple of characters' fates, I was like, God damn it. You know what I mean? But that being said, I can go like, oh, that's the director's vision.
Yeah.
He has plans for what he's going to do. Let it be. It makes this movie better. So, yeah, and I think you saying Aliens, even the more and more I think about it now, I'm like, watching this movie feels like when you're at the arcade playing the fucking Terminator 2 or Aliens game with the fucking guns.
I don't know what that is. It's so cool to watch a movie with camaraderie like that.
Yeah, it's a fun movie. It's an action blast.
I know what you do. Yeah, well, to watch the camaraderie build and the way that they interact, I don't know why that's fun. I guess it's like, you know, it's kind of one of those things, like if you had friends and buds and whatever, like, you know, if you guys got together and you know, you had to deal with this, or I don't know why that's so appealing, dude. It's like watching fucking it's like playing with your GI Joes and sitting on missions and shit. I fucking love that stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
fucking great, dude. I had a blast with the two, man. So we both absolutely 110% totally recommend Army of the Dead. We had a blast with it. It is an aliens. It's a zombie movie that feels like it was made inside of the world of James Cameron's Aliens.
It was
It's
like
not
an 80,
aliens,
like, well,
but-
it's like it's a zombie movie made inside the high action packed 80s.
Yeah, exactly. So like, and with all the things Zack Snyder's learned as a director, so go see Army of the Dead. That's that fucking review, and maybe we'll do a spoiler review next week when we get together again. We'll hit these super chats and we'll get out of your all's hair for the night. Lost River Drive-In says, so help me out here, guys. I got a copyright claim on my Spiral trailer reaction, disputed it, and they dropped it. So do I still get a strike? No. And a lot of times when you get when you get a copyright not strike, but when you get a mark or whatever,
A
they
warning,
say, a warning, or not even, but they're like, hey, we're taking this copyright. Open up your email. They'll say, hey, this is not a copyright strike. Nothing's wrong with your channel, but we're giving all the money that you would get off of this video to this studio that did it. So you can dispute that, and you can say, hey, I was just reacting to it. Technically, I was promoting it. Do you mind dropping the claim? And if they accept it, then they'll let you make the money off of fucking promoting their goddamn movie, basically. So go that. But it's not a strike if they just copyright claim it. A copyright claim's not a strike. So don't worry about that right there. But let me see here.
By the way, the Ruckus says Snyder seems to make a lot of alternate cuts of his movies. Watchmen also had a Snyder cut. Yeah, but dude, that's because he's not allowed in those particular instances. He wasn't allowed to give his full vision. That's why you had like those cuts and shit like that. That's really well, even with Dawn of the Dead, I know there was an extended cut, but honestly, in those instances, like that was a very small. Like, it only added like 10 minutes to the movie.
Yeah. And no doubt, dude, no doubt if this was 10 years ago before the Snyder Cut and everything existed, I guarantee you, man, Army of the Dead, probably they would have made it an hour and 57 minutes, right? And then, like, you would have had the extended cut of this. But because everything he's been through, they probably said, hey, we're not going to
It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix, bro.
Yeah, we're not going to Warner Brothers you. You make your fucking movie. And look what we got. Last super chat, Mike White Jr. Hey, Mike White Jr., you fucking fuckstick McGrick. He says,
Jesus Christ, what a sexy man.
Listen to Friday's stream on podcast at work today. Yeah, those are on podcast, by the way. If you guys missed the live streams, go to the podcast. I put them up there the day after almost every single time. It says, was laughing out loud at Reese's Pieces and the Applebee's stuff. Me and Veronica went to Applebee's on Sunday. Please split this and buy some brews on me. Scramby X.
Faux show. Faux show. Mike White, did you send some of your best Maui Wowie with that super chat, sir?
Dude. Jay, you and I need to go to an Applebee's, dude. It's been too long.
We got to go back to the neighborhood bar and grill, dude. Like, we went there so much, before the Blovid, they literally had our names etched in seats. Like it was a director chair. Me and Mike went to Applebee's so often, like we literally had a director chair with Mike and Jay on it.
Well, it's funny that you say that because the reason we haven't been in so long even before Blovid, because they got this bartender there.
Oh yeah, she's a bitch.
Dude, she's like the chick who was asking for the loan and dragged me to hell. She's scary as fuck. Okay. And we go in there, and sometimes we would go see like a 6:00 movie for a review, and we would go and try to have us a couple of Brutuses, just a couple of Brutuses before the fucking movie. And we'd go in there and we sit down. She'd be like, ID. And we're like, I'm fucking here like way too often, but here you go. Give her your ID. You order a second beer. And she goes, do you want anything to eat? And we're like, no, we're good. We're about to fucking chow down on some popcorn. She's like, well, if you're not going to eat, I can't serve you 2 beers. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That was some Willy Wonka bullshit right there. Yeah, that lady reminded me of the lady from the Goonies. And she was like, it's water, ain't it? Drink it. It's like, hey, Mikey, I'm taking a pee. It was like, yeah, that water's brown. It's like, drink it. It's water. Yeah.
Well, and Jay and I, we're not the type, we will not argue with a service employee. If somebody at fast food or at a restaurant or whatever, we will not argue with them. We'll be like, hey, your job's hard. We'll get the fuck out of here. We'll peace out. But basically, me and Jay were both like, fuck this Applebee's for life.
Yeah, yeah, dude. We had just popped in for like a couple of beers. Yeah, we literally had a movie in an hour, I don't know, just to kill time. And this bitch was like, you got to order appetizers. You got to order their microwaved bullshit. You guys want shrimp?
You're fucking
Like, no,
drunks.
I don't want your fucking dried ass
Two
shrimp.
Brutuses at 4 p.m. with no food.
Yeah, dude, she was such a judgmental hoe. But yeah, we stopped going for a while. But she might have left. I don't know. Maybe she found the Goonies and
Todd
decided
said-
to stop them from One-Eyed Willie.
Todd said it right. He's like, "You're scaring us, lady. You're scaring us." That's pretty much.
Well,
what it was.
we didn't make a scene.
No.
but we did do we did the classic Mean Girls thing when we got up. We were like, as if. and and then I told Mike, I was like, how much did you tip her? And he was like, I didn't tip her anything. I was like, I gave her $1.
But granted, that was for like one beer, and she was rude as fuck.
She
always
was mean.
tip
Yeah.
well.
I mean, well, look, you
But-
you definitely tip your waiters and waitresses, but if
Oh,
they're
yeah.
gonna be cunt bags,
Oh,
fuck that. I'm
And
not.
This is coming from somebody who tips over 20% every goddamn time. But she was mean. Okay, she was mean, and she scared me, and she didn't deserve a tip for that one beer.
This is coming from somebody that tips 85% all the time. I literally pay more than my bill.
It's not a competition, okay?
Let's make it
Just
one.
saying I tip well. Am I allowed to say I tip well, or does that offend you in some way?
You
I'm
can't
so
do it.
sorry that I
You
said I
can't
was
do
a
it.
good person at the bar.
You can't do it. You're terrible. You're a liar. You're lying cheeks. You're lying cheeks.
That is our show. I felt like fucking Eric. It's like, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, he
I'm
always
just gonna
does that.
straight
Did you guys? I don't know if you guys
He
watched that. show, but
nails it
that's-
every single time too. It throws me off. But hey, we love you all. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. It was a fun time. We talked about some movie news. We talked about Army of the Dead. Chris Nelson showed up out of the fucking clear blue sky. That was fun. And we're happy to have this night with you guys. We'll see you Friday night.
Bye.
Well, bye.
Smells like the channel just died.